And we will launch. Hey, we're live. So, welcome to session 17. Don't have a title for that one yet, because we'll see what happens. Quick recap, last week you all got back to Storm Harbor, you all met with Lord Silverfang. You're all dead. You handed over, Feldra handed over the twins after a bit forth and back there. You get an astounding amount of 25,000 gold for recovering the stolen swords. And at the end you went to the Lucky Adventurer, recognized that the shop was still closed due to some, rats and spider infestations, and helped out Mr. Hamilton. You pretty much agreed with them that those things need to be killed, and you went down to the sewer system to do so. Meanwhile, Milo was sniffing around some old abandoned warehouses, where he came across a secret entrance that delivered him into the sewer system, and he was then happily floating towards you guys, where you found him. And from there you progressed. You had a fight with some unknown entities. You called them aliens. Two-legged spiders, and some other giant spiders, and that's where we left off. So I'm gonna bring you over to your dungeon. Oh yeah, we had a lot of people that were badly injured during the fight.
I believe we were taking a short rest, right?
No, you haven't.
Yeah.
This is pretty much where we ended off.
Milo was wanting to stealth as well, so can I do that?
Oh yes, please roll your stealth now. And you may take away your... What is that icon you have?
Poison.
Oh yeah, you can remove that.
I'd like to take a short rest.
Are these these benches next to this table in any shape to be sat on?
It is... It's not that old. You can sit on it if you want to make a short rest here and there.
We'll wobble to the table and sit down.
And why does Yamir roll for a stealth check?
Because you told us to?
No, Milo was in the dark corner.
Yeah,
and he's
Milo
currently...
do a stealth check of sorts.
There we go.
He's currently stealthed.
Yeah, well, by the way, my torch is now lying over there. It's not on me anymore, Doc.
Are you sure?
I can't really be stealthed with it.
I forgot that's true.
During this short rest, could I take a look around the room and see what I can find?
Yes, give me a moment. I need to give him a new little lamp. And I hope this time there is actually a lamp.
Yeah, I suppose if people are resting, Oak will as well. And we heal harm to himself while he rests.
I would like to roll that addition. Only 6. Neato, full health.
Let me just get this thing ready.
No,
Do you see something now, Milo?
Oh yeah, that's bright.
Yeah.
Yeah, he left it over there.
Alright.
It's not that bright.
Milo's just going to kind of be... During the short rest, he's going to be taking a look around.
Me too.
Yeah, Milo, do roll me some strength saves, please.
Strength saves?
Should I run
I think
run
it's
these as
strength.
well?
I mean, you're trying to sneak around with a lot of spider webs everywhere. I think that's strength, I'm not sure anymore.
Whew, thank God it wasn't on disadvantage.
Yeah, it's tough once in a while, but you manage to... Whenever you get stuck on the spider web, you break free.
Can I also investigate this body right here?
Yes, you can. Meanwhile, the party is making a small little short rest on the table.
Well, I was asking if I could take a look around the room and see what I
Sure,
can find.
did you roll me for that perception yet?
Reception.
Yeah, if you want to look around or you want to investigate.
I mean, yeah, find loot, whatever.
Then it's investigation.
That's a 12.
You don't find any loot there. The only thing you find is like broken weapons, discarded old apples down here that are at least
Okay.
a week or two old, older than they should be. Milo, what are you looking at this person?
Yeah,
Anything
I'm looking
in
at the
particular?
body right there. I'm just kind of now to see if I see anything anything worthwhile on him, as well as what might have killed him. If it wasn't the spiders, obviously.
It's a skeleton, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a skeleton. There is
It's really hard to see.
there's a longbow
Yeah.
and there's a quiver with like 10 arrows in it. It's really hard to tell what killed him because there's
Yeah.
no flesh left on him.
I just figured I would see, but Milo just tells Ymir, "Hey, bow and arrows," and then
I walk
turns away.
over.
I'd like some of those arrows if you don't mind.
You can have the arrows.
Nito.
Well, you can have the arrows. I'll just grab the longbow.
Doc, is there any way my character could have like the really, really short vision around him, like the very close vision I would probably have?
Normally I would say no because you're going into the darkness, but let's see if I can fix that.
Give him like 5 feet of vision.
Yeah, there we go.
There we go, 1 feet of vision. Because that's basically him just
There we are. Yeah,
touching
yeah,
the
Holy
wall
shit.
in front of him.
That
God,
heals.
Wait, what are you doing, Milo?
It's a short rest, right?
Yeah, but you're still running around.
Okay then.
To the table to heal.
I mean, you can take
Well-
it, but then you stay with the table.
Yeah, I'll just do it later.
Because he does not want to rest. He's so energetic, he goes up ahead.
And
He
the
is
skill.
still like... It was Christmas all last game.
Mm-hmm.
Wait.
Yeah, too many crits on him.
Was.
So, the rest of you guys, I'm just gonna leave
Oh.
him alone up there, because he's in total darkness.
Well, I don't know, I'm resting.
The rest of you, while you
Can't
are
move myself
resting,
again.
you notice that there are cages behind you. 3 of them, to be precise, and all of them are broken. Besides that, the entire encampment you're sitting in does have the feeling it's like 3 weeks, not more than 4 weeks abandoned. By the amount of dust and dirt and stuff that's laying around.
What might this be?
I don't know, Milo. You're too far away. I don't know what you're doing. You do notice that there are lanterns at the wall. There's one behind you, and maybe somewhere else there might be one too. So if you want to light them up, you may.
Yeah, sure, I'll grab that torch that Milo left and start lighting some stuff up.
Okay, all players have light on that.
So, well, looks like whatever was running around came from here at least. Someone must have broke out.
May I make an investigation on these, Doc?
With disadvantage, yes, because you're pretty much fumbling in the dark.
Not even with the light that's now peering through from that torch?
It's still pretty
Or the
dark.
lamp?
I mean, you can see outlines of stuff.
Dang it.
It feels like a huge egg in your hands.
Okay. Is it removable? Like, am I able to pick up and kind of move it?
Yeah, sure, you can move it.
I'm gonna bring it a little bit over here into the light.
Oh, you actually want me to move it?
You don't have to actually move it, but that's what Milo's doing, is bringing it over to him. Alright.
There, you moved it.
Milo wants to, like, take his dagger and cut it open.
Give me a constitution save.
Yay.
Milo, you have a sudden urge to run back to the party and to vomit. Somewhere where there's light. And you're
What?
gonna leave the dagger behind in the opened egg.
He vomits right there.
That's fine.
I look up at Marlon. What the hell is going on?
I apparently saw something nasty.
Yeah, what you saw is that while cutting open the egg, there was something in the egg that looked like those alien things you saw, and it was alive, and you cut it right in half. And there was a pretty bad stench coming from that egg as well. So that's what made you run and vomit. Blech.
Alright, well. Milo just the group. I think I found some eggs.
Just look at the little bits of vomit around his mouth. You're not supposed to eat those, you know.
I didn't eat it. I cut it open.
Well, what are you
Should
going to
be
do?
smelling
Cook it?
rotten eggs either. Alright, is the rest pretty much over? We can do stuff again, or
Oh, yeah, sure, yeah, your rest is over, you can move
Let's go see
around.
what this dimwit is up to.
I mean, I don't know if you ever had an actual chicken egg that, when you opened it, had
oh
a
yeah.
thingy inside. That can be gross, and that one is even grosser.
Oh wow.
So the
My-
egg I'm sitting in
It's
front
not
of is
eggs.
the one Milo
There's
picked
another
up.
lamp over here.
Milo's just gonna sit here and start cutting these open, and I'm assuming now he can steal himself a little bit better because he knows what to expect.
You give me
Oh,
one
somebody
more.
hold my breath.
You give me one more roll, and we cut it there. Let's see how you roll.
He's got an empty stomach now.
Yeah,
be
let's
with
put
advantage?
it on advantage. You know what to expect, so it's still rumbling in your stomach, but you hold it together this time.
Can I
Alright,
inspect his
next
battle
one,
to see
what's
if
going
there's
on in your
anything
mirror?
noteworthy?
Sorry, Amir?
Can I inspect his here battle to see if there's something on it or
Oh
in
yes,
it?
you may investigate ahead, and there is also some chests laying around.
I'll go up to this one, see what I can find.
Alright, so Thaldro
Nope.
has the
It's a mimic.
well Thaldro has the torch that I dropped, right?
Yeah, he just lit up
I
the
lit
lamp.
something up. Yeah, I lit up this lamp as well. I'll drop it now.
Milo's just going to turn around and pick it back up now that we've
Oh,
reached the end.
What?
Feldril, you take 1 point of piercing damage while going into the chest. Because the top is broken, you manage to cut yourself on a pretty sharp splinter.
Ouch. Right, give me a
Doc,
sec.
do I find
Graphics
anything on
are
my end?
bugging.
Yamia, you do find a spear that's usable, and there's no detect magic. I mean, there's no magic at that place.
There's-
This is just a normal run-of-the-mill spear.
It's just a normal run-of-the-mill spear.
Okay, good.
Do you
Most
wish
of the
to
other
take
stuff
it?
in the room is broken, right?
Spears. Weight tree.
Depends, there's a lot of broken eggs now that give off an awful stench, and there's
Yeah.
skeletons, and there's one more chest that Milo is sitting on, resting against.
So, piercing damage, then okay. Alright, I'm gonna try and carefully open up the chest now. Like, just shove open the lid.
The other
since
one?
It's broken anyway. No, like the same one.
Oh, the same one. Why, when you open it, it's empty.
Alright, neato. Let's get going and report back.
Am I able to like take the torch and use it to actually kind of burn away the webs as we're going through?
Yes, you could. Yeah, I'm not gonna remove them. It's too much pain.
Yeah.
Yamia, you want to look into that chest?
Yeah.
Well, roll me investigation. Yamir!
Yeah.
While the rest of the people are moving out, you find an huge stash of items.
Nice.
And I don't know why the info does not work. Maybe I broke it again. Let me post to you what you found.
Oh god.
There you go, and I need to restart the
What in the
API.
fuck?
Woo!
Dang!
That's something that I like.
Yeah, all the eggs are cut open and killed, dead.
Let's see, that would be 1200 silver. Yep.
Oh, that reminds me.
Strange.
Anything in there, Ymir?
Oh, lots of shinies, some stuff made out of bone, some fancy things, like a gold bracelet, chalices.
Sounds good, actually.
Yeah, it looks like this was a thief's stash.
Right. I'm gonna just hold out the bag of holding and say just toss it in there and we'll
Yeah, because
sort
those
it out in a nicer
2,000
place.
copper and more than 1,000
it's a ton
silver.
of shit.
Everything into the bag of holding of Valdro. Except for the
Fine.
spear, I hold it in my hand.
Yep, everything is in the bag of holding. Great. Do you wish to go home?
Can Milo quickly try and take the last poison glands out? These,
Yeah, roll me survival
like,
for
three
all the
spiders?
Doc,
remaining.
can I bring one of these dead things from the eggs back to the surface to tell the guy that we found something unknown?
That's not going into the bag of holding, by the way.
No, I'm dragging it with me.
Milo, you gather 6 more poison glands from all the dead spiders, from the giant spiders.
Alright.
And yeah, if you want to carry one of those broken, stinky, really awful eggs, you need to carry it yourself.
I know.
Right, so with this, you guys travel back, and I'm just gonna quick travel you back.
That's fast travel this shit.
Apparently,
Yeah, there's no
we're in the
no
ocean.
point in taking the long scenic route again.
Yeah.
So there we go. So you make your way up to the Lucky Adventurer, and Hamilton, he's up front in his shop, cleaning more mugs and cups and whatnot, and he looks up as you all come shambling out of his cellar. Like, so how did you find him?
Found this weird egg.
Exterminator?
He's dead.
Oh no.
We found what killed him though, and we killed that, and we also found the source.
I
So
placed the
I
egg on
believe
one
your
of the
cellar
tables.
and the sewer should be pretty clear now.
Doc, I placed
you
the
may
egg
have-
that I'm holding on the table so that the guy can inspect it.
That's what we found.
Let's see.
Watch the smell.
Yeah, he's holding his rag, what he was using to clean in front of his mouth, like, that smells awful. What is that?
We don't know.
And you bring it up here.
Well, we're taking it to the guild for further investigation.
Federal, how close are you to those eggs?
I know the smell of that room. I am pinching my nose.
Okay, but you're standing next to Ymir?
I don't know. I'm standing next to Hamilton at least until
Okay.
probably reasonably near your mayor.
Yeah, you notice that a couple of patrons have arrived in the meantime, and at that stage they get up, to, glance over at your direction. The only thing they see is this well-dressed half-elf, which is Feldril. They totally ignore Ymir, who is holding the awful, stinking eggs, and they all leave.
Well,
I'm very grateful for that, but could you just have that one removed, please? And he's already starting to count your money.
yeah. Ymir, why don't you go on ahead to the guild with that?
Yeah, I'll take it to the Grandmaster,
Oh.
see if he knows anything about it. I'll see
Yeah,
you
we'll
guys
be right there.
Well, so here's your 25 gold coins for everyone. Wait, the short one. And he looks at Milo.
Yes.
I didn't see you entering that contract.
I was
Where did you come
navigating
from?
through alternate avenues.
Okay. So, anyways, here's 25 for your friend with the stinking eggs. There's 25 for the dwarf, and 25 for yourself. And because Milo wasn't there when you guys accepted that, Milo does not get any 25 gold.
Milo just shrugs his shoulder.
Right, let's go. I say, so whilst we're walking outside, I believe I've had handed contracts to Ogt and Ymir so far. Right, Milo hands him the contract. Sign that, and they Once you sign it, there'll be an account open up for you at the Bank of Cambria, and there you can collect your 5,000 gold pieces.
Hunter, you're
Milo,
holding my 25 gold at the moment because I went ahead.
Yep.
Milo takes the contract. He just kind of studies over it.
It looks like a magical contract.
Well, yeah. He just stores it away, and then he stops Faldril before like we get too far, and he's looking down at the ground. He's a little ashamed, is what you can probably kind of read, and he's just like, I've been acting childish. He doesn't like make eye contact or anything. He just kind of says it, and he just says, I just want to apologize, and we're fine. And then at that, he just kind of speeds past, trying not to make eye contact.
I'm just gonna quickly grab him by the shoulder. Hopefully, have him stop.
Turn order.
What is
Oh,
it?
no.
We're not rolling initiative.
You will
Fuck.
soon. I just need to clean it out.
We're about to throw punches.
No, we're not. So, does he stop? Fine. Put him on the shoulder.
He
Right,
stops,
come on, man.
but he doesn't like turn around.
Can we shake on it? That's alright, man.
He slowly turns around and just shakes your hand.
We're good.
And
We'll
at that,
fuck up at some point.
at that, he just asks, "So are we needed at the guild right now, or are we got free time?"
You
We should probably catch up with Ymir.
yeah, he's
That's what
gone
I'm
off
doing.
to the Grandmaster, the head of the academy.
Well, Orc will wander off on his own.
Mm-hmm. Arden goes off.
Yeah, for the bathhouse, if there's one in the guild or if there's not, he's not gonna find a public one.
Sorry,
There's
what
a
was that?
bath in your room.
Oh yeah, there is. Yeah, you have got really nice rooms now. They're like huge with a private bathroom and everything.
Yeah, but do they come with like hot tap water?
You will need to order some servants to bring you hot water. There's no hot tap system as we have it
Yeah, I
nowadays.
figured that's what. Well, I mean, if there's a like a bathhouse, he'll head there. But if there's not, he'll head to his own room and he'll use one of his last heat metal spells to heat the water.
Roll me intelligence. You think it's a better idea to do it in your own room now that you have progressed so far as an adventurer. You will not want to share the Academy's bathhouse with all those low levels and the apprentices and whatnot. So you're gonna go to
yeah.
the castle, to your own room, and heat metal, a dagger that you toss into your bath to make the water hot. Right, meanwhile, the rest of you arrive in front of the study from the Grandmaster, but he ain't there. It's Sunday evening. It's not in attendance.
Alright, it's evening right now.
Yeah, it's you've spent some considerable time down there in the sewer system.
Yeah, we did.
Is it evening, like getting really late, or is it just now getting towards like? Like
It
5.
is more like, what was it? 7, 8-ish PM now. I think you
Oh.
went into the Lucky Adventurer for some dinner time. That's when you got
Yeah.
caught up
Pretty much.
in that little mess. So it is dark outside.
Fuck here and there.
Doesn't seem like the guy is around. Now what am I gonna do with this thing?
Well, I'll just toss you the 25 gold. Have that as your reward. And yeah, I don't know what you're gonna do with that.
Maybe we can make some nice food out of it, or place it in like the trainee hallways.
You do with it what you will. I'm gonna spend my thing. Bye. Just fuck off.
I just start wandering around the academy holding the egg, trying to figure out a place to dump this thing.
Right, everyone just roll me initiatives. That is to see what you do during the weekend. Who is doing what first?
But no token is selected, so I can't.
Yeah.
You can roll. I can just add you. Oh, on hindsight, you might be right.
Oh yeah, it wouldn't let me leave mine.
Yeah, just drop the token on the thing. Also,
Well,
and
Valdro.
easy initiatives. Wait,
That
looks
turn.
like I would be going first.
Milo has a 14. Oct. Oh, that's
Yeah, once
that's
the tokens
yummy.
are gone, it doesn't leave it.
Okay. That is terrible. Who invented such a system?
You.
I didn't. It's just on there. Oh wait,
What is
Oct has a 2.
It's not typical that you would have a non-token turn order initiative, I would think.
Yeah.
I know. I'm just gonna. Oh, there's 2 Milos now.
There's 3 Milos.
Oh wait,
There's Milos everywhere.
just leave them. Just leave them where they are. Just leave them where they are. That's fine.
Yes.
I'm
Like,
sorry
burn
about
it.
that descending order. Right, so
The Milos
Talk
are
about the
moving.
twins.
Run!
I know, right? Ymir, you roll me intelligence quickly.
Okay.
I want to see what happens to your intelligence. 9. Yeah, you think it's a very, very fun idea to leave the eggs in the hallways with all the newbies. So you do that, and you then go to the castle for your own amusement and spend time in your own little apartment, I guess. Unless you all want to figure out what is the loot that you stashed away from.
I want to figure out the loot.
Okay, so you could meet up with Feldril in his room.
Oh yeah. I'll meet up and split the money and shit.
So Oct is still
Uh,
bathing. Is Milo? Are you with them then?
Yeah, it's too late in the evening to be going out to do anything.
Okay.
So,
Headmaster's
it's not technically too late for anything, but no, I'm going there.
Okay, so Ymir, Feldril, and Milo are all going to Feldril's room.
We have a carved bone statue, 3 copper chalices, a small golden bracelet, a pair of engraved bone dice.
Mm-hmm.
In what way engraved? Like with some
It's just
language?
no, it's just playing dice. It's but they're instead of out of wood or stone, they're out of bone.
Okay. And a silk handkerchief.
Very posh.
Right.
Looking at that, you get the feeling like all those items equally will be worth around 25 gold per item.
Okay.
Are there any like arcana like scripture stuff on it or anything? Like,
No, nothing. And the earlier check by Oct about detect magic, there's no magic on
okay.
those items. They're just regular trinkets. The copper chalices do look very finely made for it being copper with all the silver filigrees around that. So they might be, good for drinking. Seeing you're 3 people in a room and you have 3 chalices, you could drink from it. Other than that, the rest is just what it is. Like a little statue.
maybe it's a magic chalice like that tavern guy's plate.
Oct isn't even there. He doesn't know anything about that.
So let's say we split the gold in stacks of 4, so each of us gets payment from this. And the statuettes, we can sell the dice. I don't know what we're gonna do with them. The handkerchief. I don't know if any of you wants to keep it or if we just sell it.
We can keep the dice just as a little.
Okay, I'll split up the money at least, so everyone can add that.
Yeah, plus we have to do the math to turn it into stacks of 4.
That's the math. That's after math. This is what everyone should add. The copper and silver is for everyone, and then the gold, as said.
Yeah.
So I'm dividing it. If
Please
people
add
have
it
a
to your
problem.
inventory and see how much overweight you are now with 500 copper.
Jesus fuck.
Although you can always
still
go to the
good.
bank and have it
Yeah,
turned
exactly.
into your account. You know,
I'm
put
still
on your
good.
account.
Yay.
Jesus fuck.
So yeah, the statue.
Oh
I
god,
don't
I'm
know if
overweight.
we give it
I have a bag
to
of
the
holding though,
headmaster.
so I'm alright.
Yeah, you're fine, yeah.
I'm fine.
Sorry, what was that? Yeah, what were you saying?
So the statue, can you give that to the Grandmaster or Silver? Yeah, the more dice we
What
can
do-
keep.
What
The
does the
handkerchief we can
statue
maybe sell
depict?
to someone. Chalices we can celebrate on with some drinks.
It is more or less just a woman in like mid dance,
Okay.
like kind of like a dancing woman.
If you guys wanna find a buyer for buyers for the stuff, then you can have it. I don't wanna
Well, the
spend a
chances,
lot,
I was
ton of
thinking
time
of
looking
actually-
for people.
I think I think of cleaning those chalices and having a good drink.
That might be nice.
The dice, they're nicely made, so I might
Yeah,
have a
I mean,
thought.
there's a good set of playing dice. They are more expensive than any other dice you have seen thus far.
Yeah, the dice
In
are
that
nicely made,
case-
so I'm keeping those.
Let's have a drink and let's play some dice.
Yeah, the handkerchief, we can do whatever we want with that.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so you guys start playing with the dice, have a nice drink, and seeing that you have amongst you 1,500 copper coins, you start using copper coins as wagers and just start wagering forward and backwards amongst you. With no real outcome, like nobody comes out the winner at the end of that. Yeah, Orc is gonna get them in the
Yeah,
morning.
he's gonna get out over the weekend, it's fine. Just add it.
So, let's advance one day. It is Monday. It's pretty warm outside.
Wasn't it? What, we will be doing something over the weekend? Or...
No, that was Sunday right now.
Oh, right, you're
It was
right.
Sunday evening.
Yes.
So now it's Monday morning. And Feldril is going to be the one that goes first. Even so, I don't know why
Right
he's
then.
going first.
I'm gonna try and find the guildmaster. The headmaster with me.
Yep, sure.
TPK.
Milo, you are on your way to your warehouse, and I don't know what else Ymir is doing, but we'll have a quick look at Feldril first. Are you going by yourself, or do you take anybody with you?
No, I'm going by myself. This
Okay.
is personal.
So you're going to the Grandmaster.
Headmaster, yes.
Mm-hmm. You find a notice at his door that he's not available for the next couple of days.
Yeah, bugger. Right. I will be running around. I'm gonna be. Who would know this? I wanna try and find someone that knows whether my friend Nathaniel is in currently. If he is in
Nathaniel.
town.
Let's see who that was. I know who it is.
You
Look
know
for
it.
investigation then, please.
18.
Yeah, you take the better part of the day running around until you end up in a tavern. It's not the Lucky Adventure, it's just one of the other taverns. And you're taking your meal, and Nathaniel's actually there.
Neat.
He's in town, and he's looking fairly well. What did he lose? Remind me. He lost his fingers, right?
Ring fingers, just like
That
mine.
was the only thing that he lost. Yeah.
That's
So
everything, I believe.
and his leg. Didn't he lose his leg
Oh.
too?
He had a bad leg, at least. I'm not sure if he lost it.
It was
Yes,
gone.
actually, he had the lower half of his leg was gone. That was just chopped off. I don't know what the fuck happened to that.
It is restored. So when you meet him, his leg is restored. His fingers are still missing, and he tells you that they offered him to have his fingers restored too, but he figured that was a good reminder of what can go wrong, and kind of like he decided not to restore them at this point.
Well, at least give him a fist bump with 4 fingers. Like that.
And the people looking at you like, oh, look at those weirdos. They're all missing the same fingers. What is there? They're like, what cult are they in?
Oh yeah, fuck those people. Oh yeah, I'm also gonna be exchanging stories with him and asking what he's been up to as well. What
Yeah,
his group has been done.
He
And
tells
which
you
group
that.
he is in?
Yeah, he's in group 1001. Yay! Just 2 numbers higher than you. And they haven't had much to do. They were just spending their time on the island, checking the villages, making sure that everything was in order, like, you know, traveling around a bit, honing their skills. And while you're engaged in that awesome conversation, a woman with black long hair comes in, slaps you a bunch of papers, you know, right in front of you, turns around and leaves.
Which papers? What papers?
Well, it's papers. Do you want to look at them?
Yes, of course I do. What?
Well, it's a
Can I-
lawsuit accusing you of driving away customers and risking public health due to lack of cleanliness. Yeah, you were apparently seen in the Lucky Adventurer last night.
Booger.
Not well dressed. I mean, well dressed, yeah, but you were stinking like a sewer rat, and you came from the back room where the kitchen also is, and that, you know, somebody thought this would be risking public health, and you're being accused of being the cause of that.
Right. Is there like a place where I need to go? Someone that wants to see me? Or
You have an
is-
appointment with the local judge on Friday,
Fuck
12. Well, midday.
Son of a bitch. I'm assuming I've just been fucked by the innkeepers being a dick to me, so...
You
What
can
he's
roll
been-
intelligence if you want to.
Let's do that. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, all you can think of is that dick. he,
Cunt.
you totally do not remember all those customers getting up and leaving the inn. Like that totally slips your mind.
Okay. I was gonna slip the papers in the bag of holding and worry about that later.
Yeah, I mean it's 4 more
Just
days until you
trying
have to
pretty much
report.
spend the night drinking with Nathaniel.
Mm-hmm. And that's what you do. That's Monday. Unless anybody else needs something to do on Monday, I would go on to Tuesday, and we will have a look at Milo.
Did Milo find anything at that
No,
warehouse?
you haven't. You will find on Tuesday.
Do we like each get a day each or something?
Yeah, everyone gets a day.
Okay.
Okay, with that, we go on to the next day. You know, time flies when you're enjoying yourselves. You spend the evenings together, thinking about the Isle of Tears and all the adventures you had. You drink a lot. And with that, it's Tuesday. It's getting warmer outside and there's a light rain. And Milo! You're out in the roads, in the streets.
Yeah, so first off, I just go by the bank that I'm assuming the name of is on this contract that he is staring intently at.
Oh, yeah. It is, where is it? It's
I
gone.
took a-
It's magically disappeared.
I asked that lady back there. I took a right when she said, oh, she said a left. Dadgummit.
Oh, wait. I remember. It's here.
There.
Bank of Cambria. Which is, by the way, it's the name of the continent you're on. I never told you, but it is.
Milo just goes in with the contract, walks up to the table and says, "Can I ask a question about this contract?"
And the same banker that was dealing with Feldril, but you don't know that, he looks at you. Yes, young sir, what is your question about the contract?
Obviously, this is magical. Why is this a magical contract? Why don't I just sign a normal piece of paper?
It is magical because the account is then being bound to you, which means only you can withdraw or deposit money to your account.
Then how do you grab my money for me to give it to me?
Magic.
Oh, makes sense. Okay. So Milo quickly scribbles his name onto it.
You feel a tingling, and suddenly, on this piece of paper, the balance changes from. Actually, it doesn't change. It is still 5,000, but it is now on you. I mean, it's. Yeah, the magic has been signed by you. Ah, damn it.
So now, I would like to withdraw 2,500, but I would like to leave 500 copper and 356 silver with you, if that would be alright.
Yes, that would be alright. Just fill out this form here, and he hands you a withdrawal and deposit form. And you
Oh
just...
god, another magical contract?
Well, yeah, it has to be... yeah, sure. How else do you think the money goes in and comes out? So, how much is it you are going to put in? 2,500 is 2,500?
Yep, and then I gave him 356 silver and 500 copper.
Okay, 500 copper is 5 gold. And how much silver
Yeah.
was that?
356, so it'd be 36 gold and then another 5 silver.
36 gold and 5 silver. Okay.
Yes. So now,
Yeah, so while you sign this, you fill out the one form, then you fill out the other form. And he holds out, after you sign that, he holds out a bag. And he's like, well, put in your money and the receipts, and you shall get your money then.
thank you, sir. Milo quickly starts shoving gold into his shoes and into pockets and into pouches that people don't even know he has.
The fuck?
And yeah, so yeah, the money goes in, the other money comes out. He pretty
then-
much did all like halfway empty his account.
Yeah. Milo, before he leaves, turns back to the guy and says, "You don't by any chance know if there might perchance be a Gilmore's Glorious Goods or any establishment of the sorts in town, would you?"
Excuse me, a what? Gilmore? Who's that?
I just need a shop, man. You don't... Just... Is there a good market for adventuring materials, possibly? I know the guild has their own set of stuff, but I might need something that they might not have.
Well, I mean, as you know, there's the South Market, the Center Market, and the North Market. However, when you're looking for something in that direction, I would go for the Center Market. I'm sure they have
Center
all sorts of trinkets and goodies there.
Thank you, sir. And Milo just kind of walks out.
I know what you're up to. I didn't forget about that.
Yes.
Yes. You're looking to
Yes.
spend your money. Right, on the way to the market, it's a pretty busy road, and the light rain does not help. This happens to you.
This happened.
A careless wagoner accidentally flicks you with a whip for 4 damage on the street. I mean, it just.
For a second, and then turns around to the wagoner and is like, "What the fuck are you doing? What? Watch what you're doing with that whip. That could put someone's eye out."
Excuse me, but do not stand in the middle of the road or on the side pedestrian walk. Well, whatever. It's like with that, he whips his animals again, and the wagon.
How in the world?
The wagon just rambles on and lets you stay in the rain, totally dripping, soaking, and now we're having 4 HP less. Anyways, you make it to the center market.
Can I see if I can like memorize his face?
Roll me just plain old
Intelligence.
intelligence.
Damn it.
No, it's
I think he had maybe a big nose.
when in fact it was a small
Maybe.
nose.
Maybe
I'm pretty sure he was a dwarf.
When in fact it was a half elf.
Braided.
I
Carried a
think it was-
hammer.
I think it was a golden brown almost color of the beard as well.
Alright, so what are you looking at then?
Milo's gonna go in and first off he wants to see if there's anyone that sells like cloths or like robes of any kind or cloaks.
For the, I don't know, clothing shops and whatnot, that would be the South Market, but there is magical trinkets available here.
There's what? Sorry.
There's magical items available, but no clothings. Like clothing, cloth, and that's the South Market.
Well, Milo obviously wants to go look at the magical items.
Of course. What is he looking at? Please tell me.
Well, what kind of stand does he find? Like, is it just an odd assortment of things, or?
It's a lot of stands. They have a lot of items. You just tell me what you're looking for.
Okay. Well, Milo just walks up to the keeper of the little stand, and says, "By any chance, would you have anything that maybe would help me see in darker places? Obviously, I'm not gifted like the elves or dwarves or pretty much everyone but myself, and I would like to be able to see without having to carry a torch that gives away my position at all times."
As you say that, he was already fumbling for something, and then he places the torch, the lantern back on the ground. It's like, oh, then it's not the lantern you would be interested in either, is it?
No, a lantern is still a little conspicuous.
We would have this
But
little
I'm glad
design.
your head's in the right direction.
It's called a backpack, and you attach a lantern to the backpack, and you have your hands free.
Yes, but then we're still left with the problem if I'm a moving target with a light attached to me.
Oh, you are. I see.
Yes.
Let me.
You
I'm
get my drift.
sure. I'm sure I had some goggles here somewhere. I just need to find
Goggles?
them. Yeah. That very, very fine design.
Are they stylish? Am I going to look great in them? I mean, I can't wear something that's going to look terrible. I've got this black cloak. It kind of needs to go with it.
I'm just looking for them. I cannot find them. What was the name of them? Please tell me.
Goggles of night.
I know. I just
Is that
cannot.
what the one you're talking
I
about?
think it's the one. I just don't find them right now.
I'm looking for them as well.
I saw them once in the Dungeon Master's Guide.
They're called goggles of night. That's what
Goggles
they're
of
called.
Night, yeah.
What's the
page?
page?
172.
172. I must have flipped over them twice already.
Yep.
Oh yeah, yeah, I did flip over them. I saw the gem of
They
seeing,
look
but I didn't see them goggles
pretty
of night.
snazzy. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, so he takes them out and he holds them up to you. It's like, look at them. They're made out of bronze, but they have golden edgings in them, and they have a really good tailored leather band to hold it on your head. It goes
hell.
pretty much good with anything you wear. I mean, gold and bronze goes
My
with
God.
any other
That
color.
would be perfect.
Who would that now?
I must have these. How much do you want for them?
If you must have them, that's 750 gold. If
Oh,
you're so
sir,
in need of
sir,
them.
Please. You are talking to Milo Hillshire.
Hillshire. Hillshire. Why
Yes.
did I have wasn't there
Great
once a
adventurer.
Hillshire with a great fortune? I'm not sure. But maybe that was a
No.
dwarf though.
I think that's a different Hillshire.
Yeah,
You
maybe.
See, I don't have nearly as much as that Hillshire must have had. I've heard great tales, and I wish how I had access to the great wealth. Maybe if I can find one of his actual family, I can swindle a little bit, but that's a different story for later.
Okay, roll me.
Anyways.
What's the thing called again? Persuasion.
Persuasion?
Yeah, roll me persuasion.
This isn't gonna end good.
We'll see.
Hey, that ended good.
You are there, you talk to him, he sits there, he listens to you, and then he's like, he raises up his hands. Okay, listen. 500. But that's as low as I can go with those.
I mean, you can't do 4.
That's the last offer, 500 for this one. Unless you want to buy other items, and then we make a bulk.
I could definitely go for another item. What else do you have? Now, keep in mind, I am small, but I need to be able to stay hidden. But also, you don't by any chance have any... I pull out a dagger and I say, this works fine on normal occasions, but every now and then, it just feels like it doesn't give that little oomph that you need. You know what I mean?
No. It looks like a fine dagger to me.
It is. This one I call Bloodletter, but do you maybe have something else?
No. Actually, weapons, we don't cater to weapons here.
Oh, you are fine, sir. You are fine. I was just kind of curious. Okay. If I mean, there's none else that you can seem to want to sell me, then I guess I can take the goggles for 500. Uh, it's a shame that we couldn't do more bargaining. Could have brought you more business, but that's fine. I'll just give you the 500.
I mean, we do, but I don't have it here. But I don't think you would be able to pay for that. It's a ring, and it can turn you invisible. But I don't
sir.
think you have enough money for that.
Oh, sir, you're complete. You have to be joking. Like you have a ring of invisibility.
Yes, that's what I meant. I mean, it's easily 60,000 gold for that. That's why we don't have it here on display. You
Oh
see?
yes, I completely agree. It is it's nearly priceless. But there's no way a simple little shack like this would have it. Not that I don't doubt you, but that item is so hard to come by.
Well, okay. Well, maybe we have this, and he he pulls out the bag. Actually, it's more like a yeah, it's a bag, and he drops out a couple of slippers. Like, you know, when you are in your home place and it's cozy and warm at night, you may want to have some slippers on the cold tile floor, and if the floor is too cold, you can walk up the wall with those.
Interesting. Please tell. Please tell.
They have spider climbability. But don't you go around now and you know, be a spider yourself.
Me, a spider? Do I look like a spider, sir? Look at this face. Isn't this just the face of honesty that you see before you?
To be honest, no, because you want to be sneaking around the darkness
See,
without
you
giving
are a
lights away.
smart man. I knew I liked you for a reason. What is your name?
It's Humfred.
Humfred.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, I will have to praise you for this, Humfred. How much do you want for the slippers as well?
They normally see 700 gold, but because it's you, 600.
600?
And the other 500, of course.
But you see, that puts me in a pickle because I'm a lowly adventurer. I have a hard time. I struggle to sometimes survive out there. And money's been tight recently, you understand. The economy and inflation is just a mess. What if I could do 1,000 and I promise to bring back more business to you? Myself included, as well as some of my compatriots.
Do me one more persuasion. Nope. He's like 1,100, and you may bring back your friends, and we could then have a talk about discounts.
You know, you're a smart man. I knew that about you. You got a deal.
Right. So he hands you the slippers of spider climbing, and that goggles of you know what.
Yeah. And then
Goggles of night, they are called.
yeah,
And you hand over 1,100 gold.
yeah. During all of that, can Milo, with a piece of chalk, kind of write a symbol on the stand, maybe without the guy noticing?
That be sleight of hand. What are you writing?
If it works, it's just supposed to be a mark of like safety, I guess. Like he's not to be robbed.
Well, while he counts the coins, you do that. It's not the most prettiest of scribbles you have ever done, but it should work. Slippers of spider climb. Okay.
All right.
There
At
we go.
that, I think Milo just heads back for the evening.
Okay, that you do, and we pass the day, advance one day, and now it's Yamir's turn.
Just try to head up to the bank to renew my contract.
Yeah, so you were like every day was getting warmer, and you decided the next day must be getting colder. When you set foot out of your room and out of the castle, immediately you get hit by like 34 degrees of Celsius. It's like summer. It's like really hot day. Like oh, supposedly we are closing to fall, but it's a really hot summer day. And also you make your way to the bank. Yes.
Yep.
Where you sign the contract and deposit the money, or you want
I
to...
deposit 500 copper, 300 silver, and I deduct 1,000 gold.
So that's 50... 300 silver?
Yep.
That's another... Oh, actually, that's just 5 gold, right? Because 500 copper is another. Okay, and then minus 1,000.
Yep.
Okay, you do that. Where you
And
wish
after
to
that,
go.
I head towards the Wood of Embassy to try to figure out some more details about the rebellion.
Let me just quickly... Sorry, so you're going to find a store?
I'm going to watch the Wood Elf Embassy to try to get more info on what happened during the rebellion, or to find some more info on, my own past, seeing what the village.
Oh,
Well,
okay. Yeah, can you roll me investigation then? And let me just rephrase that, because I was just reminded. Actually, it was springtime when you guys came back, and now it is the beginning of summer. So it's not the end of summer; it's the beginning of summer. So that first really hot day, or third day of summer, it's really hot. Anyways, investigation. You failed to find out anything about that, but you learn about the workshop. It's called The Last Piece. And people are meeting there to learn simple craftsmanship. What is more important, they meet there also to discuss mental health. Like while they're working, they care for each other. It's kind of like anti-alcoholics, but this one is like for those who have mental problems.
I take a note of this place and make sure to slip it to Milo later.
Sure. Okay.
Anything else I find in the papers?
No, nothing else. Do you want to buy something while you're out and about?
Yeah, I'll head to the North Market and see what there is to get.
Yeah, Milo told you about this one guy, this Hamfred guy who's selling magical items.
And he also said to make sure and mention Milo's name.
Yeah, to get a discount.
So I head there then.
He greets you and asks you what you're looking for. How may we serve you today?
I would be looking for a nice little bag of holding if there's one around.
A bag of holding. Yes, sure, we have that. We also have this one here. It's called a bag of devouring. You seem to be the more mischievous guy. No interest in that. Yeah, it might be too mischievous. Anyways, bag of holdings. Yeah, we've got some. 150 gold for them.
But Milo has said that I would get a discount.
Oh, actually. Excuse me, it's an uncommon item, so it's 500 gold.
I was thinking, maximum holding of 150. We'll have to.
Ignore that 150. It's he says 500. I was just misreading.
Uncommon item 101, between 101 and 500.
Yeah, there's still place for him to haggle it down. So he wants 500.
You say you want 500, but Milo has sent me and said I would get a discount.
What Milo?
Hillshire, of course.
Oh, the little... Yeah, I do remember him. it was just yesterday, I believe he was here. Okay, listen. I did promise
Yeah, I'm
him
afraid he
this
better
guy.
remember me.
No. 450.
More like 300.
400?
300.
Wait, did you say 300 twice?
Well, I offer 300.
Yeah, what did you say before?
He offered 300.
Twice in a row.
Yes,
Yeah.
he did.
Yeah, you see, you don't understand how this goes. You're supposed to go up, while I'm supposed to go down. So, no, you need to raise the number.
Then let's meet in the middle. 450.
450.
Wait, what?
I have a drink in the morning.
Like he slaps your hand like deal 450. Let's meet in the middle 450.
Okay, so it's not just me.
No, it's
Making
not,
sure.
it's not just you.
Because I was like, you know what? I'm obviously missing something.
No, this is just A intelligence being roleplayed. Good shit, man.
That's fine. That's okay. You get your bag of holding and you lose 450 gold.
Ymir, did you learn from a Goliath named Grog?
You are not there.
If he
It's
had,
never been my best thing.
if he had learned from Grog, he would have offered 550 gold.
Yeah.
True.
Is there anything else you might need?
No thanks.
You sure we cannot interest you in some battles or
awesome.
some other bags or some you know? We've got a lot of things.
Well, obviously you don't sell weapons, so there's not much that I would be interested
No,
in.
sorry. Weapons is that's not our specialty. Weapons they are used to harm people. We sell items of useful. Well, you know, like you can use them to help people.
Well, seeing as I'm a ranger, I use my weapons to help villages in need of wildlife.
Ranger.
So I don't suppose you have any hidden wares?
Let me quickly look for that. This might be along your because you must use a lot of a lot of arrows, right?
Loads of them.
Yeah. How about this? And he produces a quiver. He puts it on the table like woof. This is a very fine quiver, as you can see. It is similar to a bag of holding, my dear.
So, you say that this is a quiver of holding?
This is... Yes, it is a quiver of holding, if you would like to put it this way. And he shows you the different compartments. There's 3 of them. The shortest one here, you can store up to 60 arrows. That's like... And he holds up his 2 hands, like 6 hands. Like that, 60. Right, 60. The middle one here, you could put in like 18 or so javelins or things that are javelin size, and then this really last compartment here, this biggest of all, we can put in 6 large items like a bow or a quarterstaff or maybe even your sword if you so desire. It's a very fine piece of craftsmanship.
Interesting. But what would be the price tag of this exquisite item?
This quiver of holding, it's very exquisite. That would be 700 gold.
That would be a bit too high for a simple adventurer like me.
Oh, we can meet in the middle. 750.
I do not follow that.
Okay. You seem to know this Hillshire dude. 575.
450.
525.
475.
Deal.
Fair enough.
Okay, and this thing is actually called a quiver of...
Ilona.
Yeah. In case you want to look it up. It's really helpful if you want to...
Very useful.
If you just want to store all your bows, weapons, and arrows in there.
Yeah, it would keep my longbow from being from breaking by having its own compartment.
Mhm.
How much does it weigh?
It weighs 2 pounds. Whatever you put in there, it never weighs more than 2 pounds.
Interesting.
Well, with that, your money's spent. You
And
make
back to the guild.
yeah, you go back to the guild. We turn the day over, advance it by 1 day, and see what Oct is up to. It's Thursday. The weather is warm. It's not as hot as before. So Oct, what are you doing?
Well, first of all, I'm gonna head out and find some day laborers or the like, and he's gonna hire them to carry his stuff from the storage he sent his stuff before we left to the trip, to carry them back to his new place at the guild. So he has his old furniture and stuff back.
So yeah, you tried that at the beginning of the week, I assume. And,
Yeah.
they look at you and they tell you that I'm sorry, but we're under instructions not to move too much of your personal belongings out of the storage rooms into your rooms. I don't know why they would command us to not do so, but currently we are sorry, we cannot do that. So that was in the beginning of the week. They brought you like 2 chests with your personal belongings, but like none of the bigger items.
Oh, that's strange. But I suppose Oak will just shrug as long as he has enough furniture to go around.
Oh yeah, I mean they were furnished from the get-go. It's just not the finest. It's good quality, but it's not like you're living like a lord or anything.
Yeah, no, it's not like Oak has like a crazy expensive furniture, but he has good quality stuff. I assume that he comes from a family of money, wealth anyway, so yeah, I figure that he has like decent silverware and such at least. Yeah. Anyway.
So you're wandering around the city?
I suppose we'll have to do the banking thing. Is there like a Dwarven bank system? Because I just figured that Oct is like his family comes from. He's from a minting family, and they have like business in banking. I'm just wondering, is that like only in the Dwarven realms, or
yeah, that'd be more like the Dwarven realms. Although, go and find out.
Nah, it's not gonna be bother for now. I mean, either he'd have. Yeah, never mind. So he'll just head to the bank and he'll be boring like the rest of us, and he'll handle the money there, at least.
Okay, you give
Once
them the
there,
money?
he'll ask, he'll deposit his money, I'll let you know how much, and then he'll ask if they have like a magic version of checks that he can write out to the business in town, so like he can write a contract, pay this guy 200 gold, and he'll sign it, and then they can bring it to the bank, and they'll be handed out the money from his account. Or they're like a check service or something like that.
He looks at you. Check service. Oh, that is an interesting idea. Currently we do not have that, because that would require every customer to have their own, let's call it check bag of holding? No, we don't have that. I'm afraid. You can deposit here, you can withdraw here on any other bank of Cambria, but yeah.
Of course, they'd be behind on Dwarven customs. Sigh. I suppose he'll say changes coppers and silvers to gold at least. I suppose they do money changing at least.
Oh yeah. You get this.
I do that on my own. It's not so you don't have to bother with it.
Okay, so you keep the 5,000 in the bank and just change the money.
He'll take out, let's say, 1,000 for now.
Okay.
And at the end of the evening, if he doesn't use all of it, he'll bring it back, most of it. So he'll only, but we'll cover that later. Yeah. No,
yeah. Then let's make sure you spend all your money.
Yeah, exactly.
So you take that, and then where you going?
I suppose I could ask the banker, since he apparently knows things, unless Oak knows himself. If there's like a good magical armory, so he wants armor or shields, preferably with shields.
Magical armory.
And I'm going to assume that Milo mentioned the market as well, so he knows about that.
Let me think. There is an armorer in town. Yes, and he gives you the description to find it. Let me just put it somewhere. Where would a armory be? blacksmith magical thingies. I think that is good. Show name.
Oh, I'm checking that, but he would have asked Milo for the description of the booths in the central market, so I just assume that they don't deal with like shields and stuff.
Yeah.
I got the image that they only deal with like trinkets and stuff.
So he tells you like that there's a blacksmith that does sell enchanted weapons. He gives you the description. It's quite close to the church of Tyre? Tyre? Whatever.
Tyre.
So yeah, Tyre. You find this blacksmith if you want to go there.
Yeah, he'll head there. And he'll keep his money close because he is carrying so much. And he especially around short people, he'll just make sure it's not stolen.
Wow.
While you do so, you're getting towards that blacksmith. You notice that there is a robbery going on. Two people robbing a lady, and before you actually can do anything, there's a bunch of halflings come run around the corner and just jump at the robbers, and they seduce them. Like they just knock them down and.
They seduce them.
Yeah, they're just like five halflings knock out those two human robbers.
By seducing them.
Well, no, not seducing. They like
charm them to death.
they jump up on them and knock them over the head with like whatever they have, like clubs and frying pans and whatnot, and those robbers go down. It's an interesting sight for you, Oct.
Yeah, and he'll keep his money even closer.
Subdue, yeah, sorry, that was subdue, not seduce. Sorry, misusing. Yeah, anyway, so yeah, they.
No, that's great. That makes for a great quote.
So they, you carry on, having that in mind that there are robbers in town, but those halflings, they were really brave and all that, Okay, anyways, you get to the blacksmith. Magical item selling thing.
I suppose before he had seen, he'll just cast detect magic just to be sure.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of magic going on in this house.
Yeah, goody. And then he nods approvingly and steps inside them.
Okay, yeah, you step in.
Don't tell me that the smith is a halfling as well.
No. That is a dwarf.
Dang it,
That
I
is
was
running
really
the
hoping it
shop.
was a halfling.
That is a dwarf. But there's a lot of halflings running around in the shop as well, like apprentices and whatnot.
Right.
The dwarf looks up at you like, welcome, brother. How can we help you today? You're looking for a good set of armor?
Greetings, and I suppose he'll check the dwarf to see if he has like clan markings from the region he's from, or is he like a native?
Nah, he is from a different region than you are. Remember, there's 3 dwarven regions, and he is from another one.
Yeah. But he's from a dwarven region at least. He's not like a city dwarf from here.
Oh no! He's definitely from one of the producing places where a lot of weapons and armor are being produced.
So yeah, he'll greet back, greeting, brother. I heard that there's quality equipment here. I'm looking for a new shield at least.
A new shield.
And he'll look around.
And he studies you. He's like, I think your armor would need some upgrades as well. It has a few dents in places.
I don't. Actually, I'm gonna disagree with that. He just went over maintaining his armor, so it shouldn't have dents.
Okay, but he's a very good judge of things, so he needs
sees.
Sees.
It's just the basic armor, so he can say that it could need improvement. That can be true. Yeah, true. But I can't afford it. Plus, I'm thinking of upgrading to full plate later.
To full plate. Ooh, this is going very expensive indeed. So I'm not gonna interest you in those then, unless you do have the money for that.
Not quite yet. But like I said, a good shield at least is something I could use.
Shields. Now you test my patience on that, because now I need to open up the section about shields. Unless you have it already open on your own book.
Is there like a section on shields? I did a quick check because I just noticed that we were doing. I haven't actually read through the items in the manual, but I did find a few shields. There was the Sentinel shield at least.
There are like +1 shields as well.
And a
+1,
Sentinel
+2,
shield.
+3.
That seemed cute.
I'm just looking. Staff. Spellguard shield. Oh yeah, there is the shields. Yeah, true. Shield of missile attraction. What is that? Like, why would you want to attract missiles? Sentinel shield. Oh yeah, so yeah, you find definitely an assortment of shields that look stronger than your regular shield. Amongst them, a few of them are. They seem to be special shields.
Yeah, he'll head for the magical ones. Assume that the detect magic is still up, and he'll inspect them and ask about them. So, do these do anything special?
He comes walking over. He takes up the shield of missile attraction and he holds it in hand. He's like, "Yeah."
I found that it's a cursed item, so though I don't think he'd be selling a cursed item.
No, it's not. It's not cursed. Like, we have all made them with the help of mages, local and far, and no, none of them are cursed. Anyhow, this one.
Except this curse is not even bad. It's not a bad curse.
Yeah, we'll come to that. This one, like, he holds it up. He's like, you have resistance to damage from ranged weapons. It's quite good. It attracts the arrows.
That does sound interesting. Though I'm unsure about the attraction part. And the other ones?
Oh, that's why. Anyhow, yeah, he shows you another one. That's a sentinel shield. He's like, yeah, when you hold this one up, you have advantage on certain things. You know, looking around and whatnot. It's just, it's kind of like it protects you while you look around. If that
Yeah.
makes sense.
That might be useful.
You really only have.
How much? for that
Oh
one?
wait, on initiative rolls and wisdom perception checks. So yeah,
That's pretty good.
yeah, that is. Yeah, sentinel shield.
How much for that one?
That one. Let's. Well, I mean, you're a first-time customer, are you not? I've not seen you around before.
enough.
600 gold for this one. It's
Sounds
a very fine design.
How does it look? It's like a full metal shield, or it's a wooden shield, or
It is full metal, but it does have a lot of gold etchings on it. It has like an eye painted in the middle. It's more like an eye catcher than. I mean, it works. It weighs a lot, but it has definitely a lot of markings and gold trimmings on it. So it would not.
do the may I thing and try to lift up that thing and try to hold it and see how it's balanced and stuff.
You certainly can, but since let's see, this one doesn't need a tuning. Oh, this is bollocks. Yeah, so you take it in your hand, you fumble around, hold it up and down, and you come to a conclusion that this indeed is a shield that could be useful if you do so want to spend 600 gold on it.
I suppose the balance is fine enough. It's a bit heavy though. Are you sure about the 600 though? I'm good for the money at least. I can pay now. No need for partial payments.
You want to haggle him down?
Yeah, definitely.
Roll me persuasion. Nah, he's like, well, you see how much work went into this, and I'm sure you can appreciate the fine craftsmanship. It is 600, and that's a fair price.
With that aside, he'll put it down and looks around the rest of the offerings. Or are those the only two magical shields, or are there more?
No, the other shields, they offer you more protection. They do range in between 500 to 5,000 gold if you happen to have that.
Nah, I have the money if I have to use it. What's the difference between the prices? Out of character, I assume that it's from +1 to +2 or something like that.
The +1 would be the one that's around 500, and the +2 is the one that can go up to 5,000. Maybe it's 4,000. It's quite expensive.
Again. So, how much would it be if I was a regular customer then? Just for future reference.
That one here, that is 600, would then be sold to you for 500.
Fine. If I take the shield now, you'll remember my face. And when
I
next come-
certainly
next
will.
time, I will get the regular discount. Can we agree on that?
Yes, we can. Is there anything else you need?
Well, I got the helmet covered, so, and it's armor. I could look for gauntlets or some such if you have them.
Gauntlets?
Or plated shoes, or whatever they're called. Pauldrons, I think.
Sorry?
Pauldrons are shoulders, right? What are the plated
Pauldrons, what are you looking for?
shoes, but with armor. I can't remember
Shoes
what.
with armor.
Sabatons? Or like the fully plated boots?
Greaves.
Greaves, yeah.
Greaves,
That was
yes.
one, yeah, that's one the one I was thinking about. Something that is not armor, but can be like added to armor to make it better.
Yeah, greaves, shin guards.
He
And-
he looks at you. He judges your strength. What is your strength? Let me just take a look.
19. So if you give anyone Gauntlets of Ogre Power, I'm gonna complain because I spent so much points into strength. As if someone else gets like 19 strength for free, I'm gonna just quit the campaign.
But you have 17, right? You right now have 17 as
Yeah.
strength. He takes you to a different display case, and there's a lot of gauntlets, and he's like, "Well, we've got those fine gauntlets. They can enhance your strength." And then it
Really?
is gauntlets
Really?
of ogre power.
Yeah, never. Just out of principle. I know.
Out
I don't
of
think
principle.
so. I hate those items. They're like horrible. People have spent a ton of points into like stat points, and then someone else gets like 19 because they get an uncommon magical item. I hate those items. They're the most idiotic item in the game. Yeah. No, thank you.
Well, the offer still stands. They are here. Let's see what else we have for you. Didn't we have some boots laying around? I'm sure we had some. Ooh. No, right. Rings, he's not carrying rings. Rods. Rods. Staffs. That one goes into... he slowly takes you over to the weapons. To like where there's swords and all that. Would you be interested in any kind of swords?
Well, swords are not really my thing. Hammers, axes, I'm fine with. Never I hate swords. If you have like a master sword, I will look at it.
Yeah, I know that feeling. Well, hammers. Well, they're actually all just more or less regular hammers. Although, wait, quickly, where's the weapon plus thingy? Is that under weapon? Because I know we have armor with plus 1, 2, 3. I know I saw some weapons. Regular weapons, weapons. Oh, there we go, weapon. What kind of weapon do you have right now? Anything on you?
I'll take out the Slayer's axe. This is what I use mainly.
Oh, that is a very fine one. It's a bit tiny though, and
Agreed.
it
Mostly
might
against
work
shotgun.
against those big fellas better, but you're looking for something that's more useful. We have some enchanted hammers and axes over here. They give you a bit more power to the swing.
How much for the simplest one?
The simplest one. You know, since you already bought something for 600, I could sell you one for 400. So we come up with an equal 1,000. That would have a +1 to attack and damage rolls. That's the uncommon.
Yeah.
Any weapon. So, like we have great axes, we've got great axes, great clubs, hand axes, yeah, everything. Like pretty much you just tell me what weapon you want and it just has that.
Yeah, it's interesting. But and he'll look at that and hand actually has already.
Yeah, but this one really is, I mean, it is great, but don't you want something greater, something bigger, something more showing off your power?
Something manly.
Something manly.
Tempted, but it's just that I'm saving on the plate, and so using on something just for the looks is a bit questionable.
Indeed. We've got a nice battle axe here that, you know, it's a bit bigger. Or the battle, the warhammer, of course, if you are more inclined to smash your enemies. It's pretty good against skeletons, though.
I'll admit that I'm partial to the hammer, but no, I don't think so. I'll just keep going. The 600 took a lot out of me.
Well, as I said, this weapon would be 400. That's a special discount on that, so you know, like you're welcoming, pretty much. No extra 400 for a weapon.
I'll just save it for the plate. It's gonna cost me hand and a foot when I get that.
True. Well then, if we cannot interest you in anything else, you know where to find us.
Yeah, I do.
Good.
Yeah.
You walk out, I presume.
I suppose I should have looked through the GM manual to see what could be, but I have no idea what is in there. So sorry.
That's fine. It's you don't have to, but now you have this sentinel shield thingy with you.
I would have spent more coin, but I don't. Yeah.
That's fine. So the 400, you keep them or you bring them back?
He'll drop it so that he'll have like 300 on him. So I'll let him know how much that he'll deposit.
Okay, that's fine.
I'll do the math quick. But you can move to the next guy or something else.
Yeah. So you go back to the guild and have a.
Well, he'll have a good dinner somewhere with some nice wine and stuff. But yeah, eventually he'll head in there.
Oh sure, yeah. You do the carousing and stuff. Well, with that, it's Friday and all of you accidentally bump into each other in the hallway. However, there's one guy that is missing. It's the wizard. You haven't seen him for, well, come to speak of that, since he left you on Sunday.
I wanted to, since you were busy with everyone, with the whole shit about the lawsuit, I wanted to, throughout the week, at least talk to Ymir, find Hamilton and Ymir, and sort of talk to them, okay, the hell happened, and at least try to fix that situation so it doesn't need to come to a case.
Oh, okay, so yeah, so you tried to do that in the middle time. So you walked over to Hamilton with Ymir together? Basically?
Yeah, pretty much.
And you present him the papers, and he's like, oh, that looks serious. I'm sorry, but I didn't report you in or anything. And by the way, thanks for cleaning up the mess down there. We haven't had a single rat or spider since Monday.
No problem. But think you can help me out with by testifying at least that it wasn't me.
Sure, yes, of course. This is unheard of. Yeah, I'll sure I come with you and
ask the others of the group as well. So Ogden, Milo.
and I'll bring my wife along because she was in the kitchen.
Oh,
you know.
that would be great. Thank you so much.
Sure.
So, I'm just gonna be coming in with six witnesses that.
Yeah. So you agreed to meet
my favor.
on Friday at noon at the courthouse and all that. Okay.
Also should find this egg.
So by now it's Friday. It's not time for the court yet, and they will be there. So what are you guys doing on Friday morning together?
Looking for the egg that I left in the hallway of the trainees.
Oh god.
Oh, that had been cleaned out on Monday.
Fucking cunt.
Some people got in serious trouble, but nobody could find out who placed the egg there, let alone what kind of egg it was.
So what have you guys been up to?
I got myself a bag of holding with this nice fancy quiver.
Milo just walks onto the ceiling.
Wow. Where are you getting all this stuff?
Central Market.
Yeah.
Magic.
Hey, do you guys remember what this thing was called you were fighting last week? I just tried to remember for
It's
the
a cap.
Ethercap.
Yep.
Yeah. There we go. Chat wanted to know that. Yeah. So Milo walks. Well,
Did you ever get my message, by the way?
about.
Like in the chat? All I'd asked is if Milo was able to find bios throughout the week.
Oh yeah,
to
sure.
put the poisons in.
Yeah,
Okay.
sure. Just deduct a gold coin for that. You found a couple of vials. That's fine.
Were there any, by the way, any spectators? I'm not sure if you haven't read mine, so you probably haven't read my message either. Me and Nathaniel were mostly sparring in the academy throughout the week, kind of showing off to the students.
Oh yeah, you got a bunch of those female students that were then sadly rushed away to go back to their studies of
Bro,
becoming druids
supposed to
and
call
whatnot.
Milo.
But yeah,
This
you
is
are now
Charlotte.
remembered as the handsome one. At least amongst the female staff. And Lady Stephanie was there as well. She was watching, but she was more like looking for Milo, but couldn't find him.
Yeah, exactly.
You fuckers got magic items. I at least get to show off sparring. It's not every day you get to see. Not every day you get to see two guys without ring fingers fighting each other with dual repairs. So that should have been quite a show.
Yeah, it definitely
That's
was.
Oh, and
you can still
also
go to
when
the Central Market. There's still enough time for you.
yeah, I might go later. And when you do meet Fadril, you'll see he's got a different. He usually has his hair like very loose. He's tied it up in like a. He's got a very tied up now, in sort of a very long ponytail down his back.
Does he look very clean today?
He actually looks very, very well cleaned up.
Okay. It's let's put it at it is about 10 a.m. So you have a time reference. So 2 more hours until your court meeting.
So you got your stuff from the Central Market. What's that shield, Ogd? I haven't seen that before.
It's expensive, that's what it was.
Where'd you get it? Same place?
No, there's an armory. It's a bit south of the bank. Southwest, southeast, yeah.
An armory? Alright.
Proper Dwarven run at least. Nothing like
Dwarven
that.
run. Alright.
Nothing as suspicious as a stall in a market selling vague items.
Well, I'm looking at Milo, I'm pretty sure they're not all too fake.
Oh, you have checked them? To actually do something? He looks at Milo as he asks.
Milo's currently standing on the ceiling.
Right.
Yeah, he's looking down.
Like, hey guys!
Hey, you guys.
Milo's currently, his head is getting very red with all the blood rushing there.
let me
Yeah.
quickly have a look.
Milo-
there.
Put your boxing bag.
Yeah, Milo's coming down at this point. He's getting a little dizzy.
I want to see if
Still,
there's
you
anything
wake
onto
up in the
that.
morning to find Milo passed out in front of your door, hanging from the ceiling.
It's a good thing Milo didn't go to the smithy to get the very strong gloves.
Oh yeah, I was planning on getting those gloves and I was like, okay, fine.
Wait,
That's someone
whatever.
else, that's
I
okay.
would have taken a look for a quiver of Venario, because that shit is broken.
No, in the
Okay, doesn't say anything about there's no drawback to the slippers. As long as you have them on, you can just run around, up and down,
So
whatever.
technically, Milo would need steel-plated grease to go over his slippers, so he at least doesn't look like an idiot.
Hey.
Have you ever seen
They-
a thief with steel-plated slippers? That would
I
look
haven't seen any wearing
ridiculous.
flip-flops either.
Hey, I'm just telling you right now, the bunnies on the end of my slippers look amazing.
Right. Got that image.
Ah,
Man.
right.
Right, well,
Um,
since we got a bit
my-
of time,
I'm assuming Og told us about the blacksmith.
Yes, he told you that there is a blacksmith, but he said that that's very expensive.
Y'all want to go take a look? We don't got to buy nothing, but
yeah,
Oh.
I'd like to take a look. On the way there,
yeah.
I'm gonna swing by the armory and drop off the repairs. I'm not gonna be wearing weapons in a courtroom.
I'm not gonna let you steal from him though.
me still, I wouldn't do that. He must be talking about Faldro.
You just get a glare back.
Ooh. Right.
Milo tries to act like he's glaring at Og.
So you want to slowly make your way to
Yep.
the courthouse?
Blacksmith. Oh, to the blacksmith first, on the way there.
Okay, yeah. It's
Where is
kind
the
of...
courthouse anyway?
I don't have any clue. I'll just take a
Fine,
building.
Make something up.
But,
Right,
let's
well, we'll go to the blacksmith.
see.
Courthouse is right there.
Yeah.
I know, right?
No, I think this one
This
behind...
looks fancy.
Yeah, but there's a lot of them.
What else you got? I know, find someone. We're going to the blacksmith. Fuck this shit.
You know what? I think I found it. How do you
He
spell
has found
that?
where you're going to get the death penalty.
Courthouse.
C-O-U-R-T.
There you go. Copy paste.
Is it not? Okay. So you write it together.
Yes.
Okay.
It's not the house. It's yeah.
You should see it now. It's up there.
Yep, I see it.
So you make your way to the blacksmith or the weapons shop. Okay. You all enter,
I'm in.
I mean, I go in.
and they
I'm just browsing.
Oh, I forgot, by the way, Orc, since you saw all those very heroic halflings, right? That was part I forgot to tell you. You thought to yourself, maybe it's time to rethink your preconceived notions about halflings. Just make with that what you think.
I don't think that's happening anytime soon.
He did see very brave halflings, so
Yeah,
he's...
but then again, he sees Milo every day.
Yeah, that counteracts that, you mean. Okay, whatever. Just remember that halflings can be very
Remembered.
heroic.
In large numbers.
Of course.
Whoa.
Okay, Federal, the dwarf looks up and he's like,
Greetings.
more customers. And as I see, you are with him. He pointed out.
Hey.
So, how may my humble
most of them, yes.
establishment serve you today?
I myself am looking for some weapons. I use repairs would be preferable. 2 of them.
2 of them. Oh, we've
Your
got
best- your
we've got
best
some
one.
fine ones over here. Let me just walk you over it, and he takes you to the weapon stand where there is fairly fine repairs. There is 2 different sets of them, and he points out that this one here, and he hands them to you. They're on the cheaper side, running around 500 gold per piece. So it's like 1,000 for both of them, and the other one is still kind of like locked away. He just points at them. He's like, those ones over there, together they'll come you 5,000 together. And you can judge that the offered pair, the 1,000 gold, both of them have +1 to them,
Yeah,
and the
yeah.
magical, and the others that is still locked away, they are +2 weapons.
I will need an appointment at the bank.
but later this afternoon, I'll be walking away with. Make sure to get those polished, and I'll point the ones in the that are locked away.
The 5,000.
Aye.
If you say so, I'll...
Need time to work it out with the bank, but we'll be alright.
Okay.
I'll be back.
I'll
Just
get them ready
it'll
for
take a
you.
while. Lots of paperwork. Thank you.
Of course. We all know and love the bank, don't we? Good.
Dude, bank, greatest thing ever.
Good. So you do that. It's by the time you get to the courthouse, it's like 5 minutes to 12. Hamilton and his wife are already waiting outside for you all, and he's like, "Ah, you made it in time. You know, the judge will not be pleased if you come too late to your appointment."
Of course. That's why I'm right on time.
Right.
So, let's go.
You enter, and you state who you are, what your business is. They usher you to the judge. The judge today is called Grizzly Walker. It's a human. He's like 60-something years old. He's got white hair, although you don't know if it's a wig or is it's actual hair. And he looks at you. Ah, the smelly one, is it not? Well, please then be seated.
Quick bow and then seat myself.
So there's the accused party. You do well. Everyone roll perception. Yeah, everyone can roll perception.
Can I take a real quick bathroom break? I need to go
Yeah,
so
sure.
badly.
Do that. That's fine.
I suppose I will look at them over as well.
Yeah,
I just
yeah.
typed that he isn't paying attention, but
You
I'll
just
pay
glance
attention
over.
now.
Watch Orc roll a natural 20 now. It's not too bad, Arced.
This time I'm the one not giving a damn.
And we just wait for him to be back.
So, lovely weather we're having.
It's way too hot.
Sweet. How hot was that today? I don't believe it. It's 16 degrees. It's cooling down again. Come on. There's a light breeze coming in from the ocean that cools your noses down. Wow, he's gonna spend a lot of money now.
No, I only
Yeah.
deducted 1,000.
I need to find something to spend the money on as well.
Father, however, is going full broke.
Well, yeah, but he wants to get +2 magical weapons.
Yeah, and you didn't really let me a Milo check for weapons. Oh well.
That's fine. You got a quiver that can hold like everything you want.
Oh, my spear is still sticking out of the javelin socket.
Or is there a spear? Oh yeah, fine. Yeah. There's a spear in there. That's good. That's good. Yeah, it's all fine.
Short sword on the back, grappling hook on the hip.
I mean, since you were at the blacksmith, when you go back, you can buy a short sword or scimitar for 500 or something if you want to. Or you go and spend 2,000 gold or 3,000 gold on a +2 weapon yourself.
That's a bit too pricey.
There's just not going to be any magical bows or anything around. that's the only drawback. So for now,
magical bows, they're
no magical
rare as
long-range
hell.
weapons.
I'm back.
Okay, welcome
Took
back.
long enough.
So while the party is glancing around, Faldril, you recognize one or two of the from the accusing side that they were in the Lucky Adventurer when you guys came back from the sewer system. The same goes for Milo and Orct. You notice that there's one amongst those people that you remember he took some notes when leaving the Lucky Adventurer back on Sunday evening. So they were definitely there when you guys came from the sewer system. And the judge just keeps on explaining what you're accused of, that you're on health risk, that you were smelling like people who worked in the sewer system and coming from the supposedly clean back end of a tavern where there is food being prepared and all that, and this is not something that should be taken lightly. Do you wish to say anything in your defense?
I do.
Wasn't the shop in closed for business? At least I remember you saying that when we walked in.
Yeah, but while you walked in and you went down there, he already opened it because he was so confident that you could take care of that problem.
Right? Fine.
Right. So, Your Honor, I'd like to make my statement. Myself, Father Salar, as well as my companions Milo Hillshire, Ymir Ferrar, and Og Starkhaven were down in the sewer system on investigating a reported infestation of some particularly unhealthy creatures. Whilst down there, we noticed we have eradicated multiple giant spiders, as well as found a few rats and some unknown creatures. We found these creatures had made a nest, which we successfully destroyed, and we had taken back one of the eggs for further future investigation. Now, we were hired, all of us except for Milo, by Mr. Hamilton over here, and he provided us access to the sewers through his basement, his cellar. And after completing the task, we exited through the way we came. We were not expecting a tavern full of customers, and had not been informed of that prior. The evidence of the eggs smell let off a horrible stench, which has apparently the customers in the tavern were unable to see the source of the smell, and I fear they might have misassumed. We do apologize for the inconvenience of the smell, but we were not the source. I have multiple witnesses with me who can confirm that I was not the one that smelled and caused the inconvenience of the customers.
Hamilton does back your story up. He tells them that he contracted you to help him out, and his wife is very, very strict about that you never entered the kitchen, that you straight down went to the sewer system using the shortest route possible, which is through the cellar. And the rest of you do talk to the judge as well, but there's one question the judge has, like, so Mr. Hillshire, if you were not contracted by Mr. Hamilton, how did you end up in the sewer system with your friends?
Your Honor, might I say, it is lovely to be in this courthouse today. I just admire the work that you people do to keep this fair city safe. Now, to quickly just get to your question, how I ended up in the sewer was the fact that I had heard that there were issues the day prior from Mr. Hamilton here, and on a whimsical desire, I decided while I was going around, I would just pop down into the sewers and see if I could find out what's going on. And in my misfortunate adventures, I fell into the water and actually drifted for a while until I finally my compatriot saw me, and he kind of gives a glare over at Ymir for a second, attempted to help me out of the water. And then at that point, I proceeded to help my compatriots remove the threat from the sewer system.
Does anyone like to testify to that? Good. Everyone nods, I guess. Like, yep. He tells you he needs to go and think about whatever you've said. and that he's going to take 5 minutes. And when he comes back, he is pronouncing the judgment. He's fining Mr. Hamilton for a total of 275 gold for opening a business while they were, and you were contracted as exterminators, are working below his establishment, and he should have known better than to open up his restaurant or his inn. So nothing bad happens to you, Faldrill. It's just Hamilton who needs to pay. And with that, you're free to go.
Bye, Judge.
I'll just bow and start leaving the courthouse. Yeah, and once outside, I'll turn to Hamilton and just say, thanks for backing me up. Sorry I had to come to this for you. For this, I don't mind paying part of the fee. If
Well, I mean, you helped clean out something down there. I'm actually glad you did that. I was a bit overeager there to open up there. I should have known better, but no, that's fine. That's fine.
I suppose that's true as well.
Yeah, it's my fault. Don't worry about. I'm sorry they dragged you into that.
That's alright.
But you seem to be the more charismatic representative of this group, so yeah, maybe that's why they went after you. And then he slaps you on the shoulder, and then, just be honest, you did stink a lot.
Milo looks at his group and says, "So, we done here?"
Yeah, he goes back. He's like calling over. Well, when you come for dinner, just dinner is on me for tonight, and I apologize that you had to spend your time here.
No problems.
He walks off.
No problem.
I mean, the dinner's not going to be that much, to be honest. Like a couple of coins.
Yep.
So where you guys are going to go?
Then
Want to go?
I kind of want to go check out the blacksmith. Ymir, you wanna come with me?
Yeah, I'll come with you. But first I'll head to the bank.
Yeah, I'm stopping by the bank. And
Okay,
collecting-
well, I'll see y'all when y'all get there. I'm just gonna head on over.
We need our money.
Okay, so are they heading
And where are
over?
people going? So,
To the bank and then the blacksmith.
yeah, fine.
So while you're walking through, it's actually not that far away from the courthouse. You all can roll me perception to see if there's any rumors that come to your ears while
See.
running around.
Not great.
I know, Ymir, you hear nothing.
My armor is too clanky, even though I'm wearing
The
solid
same
leather
goes for Milo. Milo is like totally focused on whatever he wants to do.
while running.
Yeah, just running across some walls.
You
No,
shouldn't
better
do
not
that
do
in public.
Yeah, no, we're not doing that in public.
Is Ark gonna roll the perception as well to see?
He's still asleep in the
Roll well.
courthouse.
I don't think Ark is sleeping in the courthouse.
Yeah, but I did roll, but didn't roll high.
What was your result? I don't see.
7. Oh no, it tells me that been interrupted the connection.
Okay, so if it's just a 7. Federal, while you're walking down the road to the bank, you catch a couple of conversations, and they talk about that the guild supposedly is going to make an announcement on the weekend. Nobody really knows what it is about, but supposedly it's going to be a big announcement. And with that, you arrive at the bank.
I'm gonna go up and empty the bank account.
The banker
Putting
looks
fi-
concerned at you. He's like, you need
This
at
has been
least,
fought over.
you need at least keep 1 coin in your bank account to keep it valid.
I'll take out just 4,000 gold then. Keep 35 in there. The remainder.
And he hints at the lonely copper penny that is on his desk. Like 1 coin within the entire bank account is needed to keep it open.
I'd say there should be just over 4,000 in there. Just take out 4,000. I'll hand him the bag of holding.
Okay. You fill out the appropriate paperwork. You get the money transferred. You have now plus 4,000.
Yep.
And you hand him, I guess, a copper coin.
Yeah, I'm leaving 35 gold in.
Ah, okay. Yeah, that's
that
fine.
that was in there as what we got from the thingamajig, the
Uh-huh.
sewer.
Yeah, that's more than enough to keep
And
it
I'm just
running.
deducting 2,000.
Sorry?
I'm just grabbing 2,000.
Minus 2,000. That's Ymir. Okay. Anybody else?
Looks fine.
Has Milo made it to the blacksmith yet, or?
Oct, where are you? With Feldril or with Milo?
With Federal, I suppose, but he's not taking any money.
Okay. Well, yeah, Milo, you're at the blacksmith while your friends are at the bank.
Okay, that's fine.
What are you doing?
Milo's gonna just say some in thieves' cant to the dwarf first. It's gonna come out as, "Hi, how are you doing today?"
And he
But if
answers
he
you
had-
back, I'm doing fine. We saw each
Okay,
other
well,
already
that's-
today, so what do you want
that's-
to buy?
That's fine then. Milo just says, "I'm just in the market to find maybe a few more little daggers that might be useful in the field,
Daggers.
possibly, or maybe something to help my throwing knives, because I mean, it gets really tedious to have to go chase after them afterwards."
I think I know what you want, but we do not have such item, because that be very special.
Could you point me towards someone?
Not as far as I'm aware in this city, no. I would have known about such an item.
Alright.
I could sell you
That's
2
fine.
very fine daggers for... because they are just daggers. And they only have +1. Let's say 500 gold for 2 daggers?
Both of them for 500?
Both of them for 500, yes. Because they're, you know, they're
Yes.
small, they're...
You said they're +1 daggers?
Yeah, they're both +1 daggers.
Sure, why not? I'll take those daggers.
They have like an alpha and an omega engraved in them. Like the one is alpha, the other one is omega.
Nice. Alright, yeah.
So they
I'll
come
take
as a
it.
set. Okay, so that's 500 and you get 2 daggers. They have +1.
Okay. And then it's going to be it. I'm just going to kind of be looking around as... you said there are halflings in here, right?
Oh, there's plenty of halflings, and your friends will be arriving shortly.
Milo's just going to be chatting with the halflings.
You try to tell them what exactly? Just random
just
chatting?
chatting. Yeah, just friendly chatter.
Yeah, they also tell you about that the guild is supposedly to be announcing something very big and very grandiose on the weekends.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Thank you for that information.
Right, the rest of the people arrive.
Right. I was gonna immediately walk to the blacksmith and just say, "While I'm here, I hope you've got something to store that gold in, so I brought it."
Oh, don't worry about that. We have a direct link to the bank. No, just kidding. We've got bags of holdings. That's fine.
Lovely. Right, got one where you want me to put it in?
Come with
hold
me
on my
to the back room where we can count the money and then we'll
Good.
do the transaction. And he instructs the halflings to watch out for the front of the shop and takes you just behind the curtain so that you can spill out the money on the table.
Should be exactly 5,000 gold in the bag of holding right now, so I'm just gonna dump that. Just call me, just put it all over, put it on the table.
Yeah, that's fine. It takes them a couple of minutes to count them, and he's fine with the money.
Right.
So you
We'll see
both
those
walk up,
rapiers.
and he hands you over 2 rapiers, +2. Now, actually, are they magical? They should be magical, right?
They are, if they're +2, they're magical.
Yeah,
yes.
then they are magical. So that means they will not be damaged by black puddings and such. Yeah, well, you have 2 magical
Yeah, dude.
rapiers.
Yep.
Bonus to attack and damage rolls. Just add this to your
Yeah, I'm changing macros right now.
things then. He's you know, because he likes you so much, he hands you a dagger with +1 on it as a parting gift. It's kind of like, you know, for this big transaction, he gives you this dagger
Thank you.
+1 for free.
I'll take that gladly. Thank you very much. That'll be all my money pretty much now, so I'm done with that.
Okay, anybody else?
Yeah, I'm browsing the bows and crossbows.
There are no bows or crossbows. That's a blacksmith. He's not a fletcher.
Then I'm just looking at leather armors.
Yeah, there's a very fine leather armor, and some of them have engravings on them. Although, as you notice that, they are all studded leather. They're not regular leather. They have metal bits and pieces in them.
Yeah, I know. Are there any exotic ones that are like +1 or higher?
Yeah, he comes over to you. Oh, I see you're interested in leather armor, are you? How about this one here? And he picks up a dark leather armor, studded leather, and he says, you know, this might look good on you. 2,000 golds, and you could walk out with this pretty good-looking set of leather armor, +1.
Could we maybe drop it by like 200?
Why? You don't have enough money to pay
Oh, I do
2,000.
have the money, but still. I don't even know if the suit fits.
It's magical. It adjusts its size to yours. You can eat and drink as much as you want, even if you produce a belly. This armor will fit your figure perfectly every single time.
So if I were to wear something under my armor, it would be visible to the outside,
Under your armor, like your underwear.
like a dagger.
Like a dagger. Why would you wear a dagger beneath the armor? How do you want to retrieve it?
Just in case my armor breaks mid-combat, I have to reach out for something sharp. It's just a figure.
It would show a really awkward bump.
You could certainly try. You know, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't recommend it, but I'm sure you. I mean, if you buy it, it's yours to wear, and whatever you want to wear beneath that. I mean, for all you know, well, I know you could have some underwear with stripes and little dots on it, or maybe little
How did you know what my
purple
armor looks like?
dragons or whatever.
Christ, I knew it.
Well, that doesn't seem reasonable.
So 2,000 then.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Then you get some studded leather +1.
And by how much does that raise my AC?
What's your dex modifier?
2.
So this armor then is 12 + 2 + 1, which makes it a 15.
Okay.
Did you actually increase? What was your AC before? I'm just checking, just in case.
I don't know what his armor value was before. Was it
Well, it was like 14 because armor, stealth armor plus dex.
Okay, so you increased by 1.
Yeah.
And plus it is magical, so that's good. I mean, magical armor. Right, with that you guys are done shopping, or you...
Well, I suppose I'll check quickly if he has like some cheap throwable things that are sharper than his axes. But if he doesn't, it's gonna be. Never
What do you
mind.
mean sharper and disposable?
Well, like if he has like cheap magical or plus ones throwing things, but if they're like many hundreds, I mean, just at the rate of what I'm losing my axes, I'm not gonna throw like 600 gold on throwing axes that are going to disappear into the ether as soon as he throws them. So.
Well, from looking over the daggers, you see that they come 250 each for +1. It's just the hand axes. They're actually 300 +1.
Well, he'll look at them a bit longingly and then sigh and leave them be.
That's fine. Okay. Somewhere afternoon time. Where do you guys want to go?
I'm gonna follow Milo around this time.
Ooh.
I suppose
Milo's. Go ahead, Og.
Has Oct heard Milo clamoring about Taylor? I mean, Oct could probably get some new clothes, but if there's other plans, it's fine. He's not gonna push for it.
Yeah. Milo's wanting to head back to the warehouse, but he's not wanting to be followed. So, do I need to make a stealth check?
With disadvantage because they're all looking for you. I presume that you sneak away.
My passive perception. Wait, disadvantage or no?
He rolled a 27. Oh wait, wait.
Yeah.
That's right.
You
He
said
is.
something
Told
about
me
disadvantage.
Yeah, they're looking at you. Yeah, then you don't sneak
My
away because the
passive
passive
perception
perception is higher than that. Yeah.
Same.
No, wait. Hold on. Oh, you didn't see it. Never mind then. That's fine.
But
No.
let's be honest here. If Milo sneaks away, Oct is not gonna follow anyway. So.
I'm not gonna give a shit either, so that I like whatever. Do what you like.
And I have nothing
Well,
else to do, so I'm just
yeah.
gonna follow Milo around, see what he's up to.
If Og mentions, so Og, what are you gonna do for the day?
Plans are a few, to be honest. I could get some new things for the new place. And a new wardrobe since I lost mine on when they stole the bloody airship.
Suppose some new clothes would be nice. If you're gonna go fight a tailor, would. Let's go get some clothes.
Sure enough.
Me and Og to go clothes shopping.
Yeah, but you find a non-magical tailor shop. Just so you know.
We're looking for clothes. We're not looking for magic.
I know. I'm just saying it. This is just regular clothing you will find there. Okay. Milo is sneaking away by himself, right?
Well, I think Ymir's following.
Yeah.
Milo's, when he gets to the warehouse, is looking to see if he notices any new, Thieves' Cant symbols or anything around the warehouse.
You don't. But when you come
Alright.
close to the warehouse, there's a brawl going on. There's like people in the streets, like fighting and fist fighting and all this fancy thing. Do you wish to engage or stay out of it?
Who's all a part of it?
You don't know.
Can I tell?
There's
Is it
two
just
humans
like-
fighting in the dirt, and a bunch of onlookers people stand around.
Milo's gonna try and quickly break it up. Shit. This could end terribly.
Okay, how do you want to break it up?
Are they like on the ground or are they
They're on the
standing up?
ground, rolling around, punching each other, holding each other.
Basically fighting like Corvo.
Yeah, basically they're fighting like Corvo last time.
I guess he's just gonna try to throw himself between them to push them apart.
Okay, then roll me athletics. Roll me a dex save, please. Milo jumps in to save the day, to take those two humans apart. But what actually happens is you land right in the middle, and they were mid-swing, and you fail to dodge both attacks, and you get pummeled in between them. Like the one hits you in your face for like 4 points of damage, and the other one slaps you inside on your side, like your ribcage, for 1 point of damage. So in total, you take 5 points of damage from trying to intervene.
Do they at least?
No, they don't stop. They keep on. They keep on rolling around, and they leave you behind in a pile of dirt. Now hurting a bit.
Milo just kind of gets up, brushes himself off, and just decides if he doesn't see anything new, he's going to just head back towards the guild.
Okay. What is Ymir doing?
I'm gonna keep watching this fight until it gets too dark. I just head back.
You see, well, since you wait for the end of that, that somebody's painting something on the side of the house. It looks like a rat, and it is has like an SR as an inscription beneath that, like SR. And then they all walk away.
I take a note of it and I head back.
Feldrell, Oct, you find the tailor shop somewhere.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
How about...
I think we roleplayed most of it in chat.
Okay. You already got what you wanted to pay?
I pretty much deducted gold for a set of common clothes and a set of fine clothes.
That's fine.
Yeah,
then.
I already took 30 gold as well. But we always had to find those.
Felder's now got some very fine formal attire as well as some nice casual clothing. Something just comfy.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you get a lot of fine clothing then from the store. So this evening, where do you guys want to meet? I mean, there was the invitation of Hamilton
Oh yeah,
to...
I'm having dinner at Hamilton's.
At Hamilton's. It's called the Lucky Adventurer, not Hamilton's. But yeah, I know.
I don't give a shit, it's Hamilton's.
I know. It's the new brand now. It's Hamilton's. Right, the rest of the others, are they going there as well?
Yep.
Well,
Might as well.
It's Hamilton's hellhole.
You do
Sir,
find, when you arrive, there's a note from Tokan saying that he's sorry he didn't see you this week. He found some very interesting books in the library, and he's trying to catch up with you next week.
Alright. Suppose that explains him.
He's still alive.
At least he's
The book
alive.
didn't eat him.
No books ate him, apparently, since he left the
Yes.
message today.
Next time he comes on, you have to make him roll.
We'll see what he rolls for, but yeah, you guys are all at the Lucky Adventurer now.
Is
Currently?
Nathaniel here?
There. No, he's not there.
Oh, damn. Should have messaged him.
You should have, yep.
Should have found him. Right, that's what I...
I mean, you're greeted by Hamilton,
Yeah.
you get your the table that you're most often at. It's kind of like now it's like the table. It's like table 999 basically, because you always eat at the same table, and you're getting brought the very delicious foods and some fairly good vintage there, wine and ale.
While all that's being brought out, Milo sits down with the group and says, "Okay, I know we're Group 999 of the guild. We need a different name."
Finally.
I agree.
I don't
What's
really
wrong
like
with
the
the
whole
number?
number thing.
I was thinking of the miraculous halfling. It has a catchy tune to it.
I'm not thinking of that.
Most of us are half elves, I have you know.
Exactly, it's ironic.
Yeah, I don't like it. There's also it implies there's only one of us and we're a group. It's pretty shite, really. Kind of disappointing, Milo. I thought you'd be better at this.
Fine, fine,
Oh, well.
fine. Let me think for a second. And then he sits there for a little bit while thinking, and finally says,
Yeah.
I have one.
Go for it.
Memento vivere. It is of a tongue that I'm not entirely sure what it was. It was something that the dwarves I used to travel with would say all the time.
What of the
And memento vivere.
Memento vivere.
The
Is it
dwarves
Dwarvish?
kept. I don't know if it's actually dwarvish or not. It
Well,
does
that's
sound
for
like their
local
typical
dwarf.
tongue.
Do you speak
But
it?
I don't actually speak the language, but the dwarves kept saying it, and it just means something along the lines of "remember to live."
Words to live by.
If you really want to go for a descriptiveness, then use something like, well, that's too long. That's too long. That's too long. Banished? They draw us out from everywhere. Outlawed everywhere we go.
It's not too bad, to be honest. They're banished. Memento vivere. Let's see, didn't we used to have something nice for this?
I'm currently thinking of names.
Yeah, me too.
Your drinks are being refilled while you do that.
Having a drink in this moment of pondering.
Milo just starts downing his. Well, Milo just starts saying, while we're all thinking, I got caught up in this stupid fight earlier. Don't even know what it was about. Got jerks hit me
Milo, I
like
saw
a couple
something
times.
after that when we all moved. Some guy was painting a red with SR on the wall nearby. I think it was something of a turf war.
Rat with SR? Is what you said?
Yeah. We should
Does-
check it out tomorrow.
Does Milo know what that would be?
I know, Ark, you don't know anything about the announcement, and you do get a large plate of food. For now, only Milo knows about that there's something going to be announced tomorrow, and Faldro.
I
because-
heard it.
Faldro does.
Yeah. Faldro, you
I'll
hear
just
it from
wait
the
for-
people.
I thought you were going to continue about the rat, so I was going to let you talk. Alright. Oh, we heard about the fight. What was it? What was it about?
It was
No clue.
It was
I
a
tried to
war.
break it up.
Yeah, it was all at the old warehouses at the docks. There was like this brawl going on, and some person was painting a red with SR on the nearby wall.
That's weird. Sounds like a code or something. Probably
It
knows
didn't exactly
means
look like a code.
probably means something to someone at least, else they wouldn't paint it. Might I doubt there's something to do with the announcement people are talking about. Guild's
That's
apparently
not
gonna
part of it.
announce something big over the weekend.
It was worth checking out then.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. It'll probably have something to do with us. So we'll see.
Wait,
what
but it has to do something with you? The announcement or the red?
The
The
rat.
announcement.
Well, yeah, the announcement.
It probably has something to do with us.
Sure, everything has to do with you guys. As if you are the main subjects of this game.
Game.
What
Well,
world?
I mean, there's a big
Mysterious
announcement right
voice
after
we're
we
hearing.
come back with a pretty important report. Boy.
I'm just teasing you. Of
Must be
course
five.
it's about you.
Oh, okay.
What it is missing this evening, as well as the other evenings, is that you don't see the Grandmaster in the Lucky Adventure, nor do you see any of the higher up guard captains or let alone the general, but he was never there anyway. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, there's no guard captains or any higher staff from the academy or from the guild in the Lucky Adventurer, where they usually are being found.
After the discussion, Milo just says, "We can come up with a name at some point during the next few days, but how what day is it, and when's the announcement? Is it like tomorrow?"
Currently, it is Friday evening. And tomorrow, on the weekend. I mean, they said on the weekend. You don't know if it's going to be Saturday or Sunday.
Okay.
How about the False Brothers?
The what?
The False Brothers.
False Fare,
What?
which Faldro understands because it would be halfling. It means the same thing pretty much. False companions.
I think
Or
it was
false
more like
friends.
false instead of fools.
That's what he said.
Where you at that? Why
False
not Band of Brothers? Ah! Oh
Yeah,
no,
so
we might
you're
actually
trying
get
not to go
copyright
anywhere like that?
Yeah, we might get no. That is a Second World War
I know.
TV series, so we might get some copyright infringements there. So okay, no, that Second World War stuff then. False Brothers.
False Brothers. I mean, let's face it, we're facing a lot together. We're not technically we're not a family, but
The
the
Fools.
False Brothers. Well, I know who's the fool then, but we're not his brothers.
Oh,
The Foolish Brothers. Kinda like that.
The Foolish Brothers.
9-9 is 5 with me.
Fuck 999. Honestly. Whatever. We'll think it's something good.
Sure.
That's
Lady
fine.
Stephanie enters the establishment. She looks around.
His elbow Milo. To get his attention.
And he's BRB.
Perfect.
Right.
Fucking
Oh
timing.
no.
I was struggling well.
Oh gosh.
Uh,
She just leaves again.
I'm so telling him about this later.
No. She sees Milo and instantly leaves. That's the way it should go.
No, she's so
That's
short
nice,
she
man.
doesn't see him because you guys are. He's sitting on the other side of the table. And
He's so short, yeah.
yeah, nobody sees
alright,
him.
I'm back.
Lady
Oh.
Stephanie entered the establishment.
Milo gets up instantly
Ah, that's more like him.
and walks
Faldo
over.
just winks. Go get him, Tiger.
Ah, there you are. I was looking all over town for you.
Well, you have probably heard of my harrowing adventures that we have been off on, and since I've gone back.
Actually, I was more coming to tell you that your bed is not the biggest in the entire guild, but
Oh, darling, that
I
wasn't
need-
my actual bed.
yeah. Anyways, here you go, and she shoves you a letter. I'm gonna go home now because it is getting late, and I've been on my feet all day long trying to look for you.
Oh, well,
So-
would you like some company? Maybe I can help you get off those feet.
With that, she just takes her index finger. She points at your chest where you're now holding the letter, and like, no. You go and read this. This is supposedly be important, and we may talk tomorrow evening, okay?
Okay.
And she leaves, giving you a wink with her eye, like like haha, and she's out.
Milo just opens the letter and starts reading it.
It's a summoning.
Of course. it is.
You actually was addressed to anyone from the group, and since she was the one delivering it, she thought she is gonna find you. But you are summoned to meet in the map room, in the war room, at 9 a.m. Saturday morning.
Alright, so Milo goes over to the group and just hands them the letter and say, well, looks like break's over.
Well, time to go to work, eh? Had to end at some point.
This is the one room you have not been in yet. The one room you have been told about at your briefing for the first mission. There are your future missions. You'll have to go there and be briefed. But yeah, you have never been there yet. So there you go. You have a summoning. Signed by Lord Silverfang himself.
Well, guess we'll see what the big lads want from us in the morning.
Milo agrees, finishes his drink, and says, I'm probably just heading back to the guild.
Yeah, I'm turning in early as well. It's down to drinking, leave.
I suppose Oki will sit around for a while and he'll write a few letters and send them before he heads to bed.
You do this in the tavern, or you do this back in your room? The letter writing.
Yeah, I'm thinking if he has good the paper with him in the inn, he'll probably write it here because there's a drink here, and there's no drink in his place. But if he doesn't have the paper, then he'll head.
I'm sure there's going to be paper available.
Yeah. So, but besides, it's not like he needs the paper. He'll just write them, and then he'll use the sending spells to send them. So he just needs to plan them.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, anyway.
Good. With that, we roll over to the next day. Wow, we should call this 1 week in 1 evening, or whatever. Anyways, advanced today.
1 week in Storm Harbor.
The hottest week of the year. Anyways, it's still summer. 18 degrees.
That's
So
not
we
very
are consistent with this weather, by the way. There could have been a thunderstorm or anything, but no, I think the game knows you're in the vicinity of a dragon that keeps the weather fairly decent around him.
I was going to make a point about silver dragons not doing that, but we'll ignore that.
They do. They have 6 miles around them. They do control the weather a bit.
Okay.
It's not
Whatever,
called
let's
Storm
go,
Harbor
let's
for any out of the ordinary reason. It is because none of the harsh winter storms ever really hits the harbor. But anyways, yeah. So you wake up in time, you take some breakfast things that are...
It was like called a war council or something like that in the invitation.
Sorry?
Was it called like a war council or something like that? What we were invited to?
No, you're invited to meet at 9 a.m. at the map room. It's kind of like the war
Faldor's
room,
wearing
map
his
room.
formal attire.
Yeah, I figure Rocky probably isn't wearing his armor either. But yeah, you were saying something. Sorry to interrupt.
Okay, so you're wearing your formal attire. Everyone is there. Even Tokan is there. I'm not gonna voice him though. He has his nose in one of his books that he's reading. He just greets you. He's like, morning, and he just keeps on reading. Yeah, he must have had a really bad night. Like he looks really like jet laggy, whatever. He's not very talkative today, but he is there. So you enter the room, and all of you, please roll me. Now this is going to be interesting. All of you roll me.
I don't have that on my sheet.
Yeah, I know. The intelligence check, not a save, just a plain old intelligence check. Oh gosh.
I'm so small today. Fucking easy.
I know already why Milo is failing this. I'm just waiting for Yamir's numbers to appear. Unless he's not here. Yamir?
He's off for dinner. He said
Is he?
a while ago.
Huh.
So he said BRB.
Okay, I didn't see this. Anyhow, you all... This is perfect. I mean, Tokan isn't there, he isn't there, just tag along. You get into the largest room you have seen in the entire guild. And immediately, Feldril, when you enter the room, you look down a bit, because it goes down like a story or two. And you look down, and you see a perfect recreation of the entire continent. Like, with a height relief and everything, like the mountains, everything's like... There's markers everywhere. There's like the entire continent is being represented below you. So you're on like a walkway, and looking down. You do make out that there is still a few little pips and the over at the Isle of Tears.
Mm-hmm.
And now that you know what you're looking for, when you count them up, there's a lot of them pips. But a few of them are like yellowish, others are green, and some are red.
Right.
Milo, you just walk around like, what is this place? Where's the map? Why are they playing down there? What is this entire thing? And Oct, you do recognize the mountain ranges on the three-dimensional map that's being...
With that 20, could I take a quick look over how many do I see? A lot of pips over at both the western expansion as well as the Wood Elf area.
Looking for what specifically? I mean, there's pips all over the place.
You said, yeah. In those specific areas, like there seem to be a lot, or
yeah, there's a lot of them. There's a lot in the western expansion, and the other areas they're like fairly covered. Like this is
okay.
Everywhere. There's pips everywhere.
Could I interpret what these probably mean from that 20, or not at all?
Might
Pretty
be
intelligent.
they might represent either groups or individuals.
Alright.
Yeah, I didn't
Continue.
roll a 20, and I guess that.
Yeah, you as a player guessed that. Anyways,
Yeah,
Lord
of course,
Silverfang,
but, you know.
he comes towards you on this walkway. He's being followed by the general, whose name I don't have, and the Grandmaster. And he addresses you. Good morning, welcome to the map room. That's your first time here, I believe.
It is.
Impressive, is it not? And he makes a grand gesture, like he opens up his hands, arms, like the entire continent and every single member of the guild can be located and tracked from here.
Very impressive.
Contracts.
Slightly worrying.
Indeed,
Impressive
the
nonetheless.
contracts. And we're about to change something very drastic today. But I'll not talk to you about this out here, so please follow me to the counseling room. And there goes Milo.
And he's off. Alright.
Right, so
Following.
you follow him towards, there is a counseling, there's a room with like a lot of chairs and big table and a massive window that looks down onto the continent. And so yeah, he bids you all like, please have a seat. And I'm waiting for Oct to finish his typing.
Nothing important.
Okay.
Just quick bow, sit down.
Yeah. I had a talk with the ambassador this week. Ambassador Oakenshade from the Wood Elf realm. He has agreed to reward you further than what we already did. So you'll receive more compensation from there. But we had a very long meeting this week discussing all the information you brought back about the Taint, about what Lady Juliet is doing, In pretty much everything you told them, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Oak did actually.
returned.
I was supposed to mention that earlier, but Oak did actually write like a written report. I turn it in with pretty much everything. He's the type. So if they want to read that, they could have, but yeah.
So
Valdron gave out a long report as well, but sure.
yeah, so we come to a conclusion during this week's conference, and the one thing that makes us strong, the one thing that helps us keep everything in order, and he looks over at the continent, is the one thing that makes us vulnerable. You do remember that there was the attempt, partially successful attempt, of stealing contracts from the guild?
Aye.
Well, researching and discussion, we decided that they are not safe any longer to be used. In fact, we believe that with the powers that Lady Juliet is mingling with, she'll be able to use them against us.
We kind of gathered that much.
So the contracts are being nullified?
This would actually be correct. But you see where this will lead us. Oh, you may not see that then. And he stands up and walks over to the big window looking down at a fairly busy display of the entire continent. There's like a lot of people running around and placing little markers, like not, you know, like the markers before, they're kind of like magical little mini flames, whatever, and they're putting like actual little paper flags down where those lights are as well. Well, I'm sure you heard about the announcement we're gonna make today.
Nope.
Well, this announcement will be a bit more severe internally than externally, but we're going to nullify the contracts, every single one of them, in order to stop Lady Juliet from using them, or any other member, against their wills, against the continent and against us. Against the world, you can say.
Okay, and what does this mean for people like us?
That means that by tomorrow, by today's... Nee, danke. That means that by today, noontime, when the contracts will be broken, you are free to go and do whatever you please to do. Now,
So,
as one of
does
the
the-
later groups that finished training, not having been with the guild for active service that many years, I'm concerned naturally. I'm sure most of the people that will be loosened will remain loyal to the guilds and report their whereabouts and their doings, but there's going to be elements for sure that will go rogue.
I believe the contract, for some people, the contracts never mattered in that.
True, you
I'm
could
sure you know who I'm
always
talking about.
you could always more or less do what you were pleased, but we had an eye on the whereabouts, not what they were doing, but we could always pinpoint your location.
Yes, but isn't it going to be better to have guild members that don't almost feel forced to stay straight and narrow versus the ones that you take on and are actively just wanting to be that way? So maybe getting rid of the contracts could help. It helps get rid of any distrust they might cause.
And he looks still down at the world map. For almost 2,200 years now, those contracts have been in place. Thousands upon thousands of loyal adventurers went out. And there was only a small portion of those who rebelled, and funny enough, most of them did went with Lady Juliet. Might explain all the red dots over the Isle of Tears. That was for Feldrell.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I'm more concerned with what the future will hold now that we are losing one vital point of our instrumentation. The question would be, and he turns around and he looks at you all very, very seriously. Do you want to go independent or belong to the guild? Come
What do you
this
mean
noontime.
What do you mean by independent?
That's what it is. You do your own things. Do whatever you want.
Like ties completely cut off from the guild, or
They are. When we nullify the contracts, there are no ties between you and the guild. And we will not make any new magical contracts because they might be used against us.
So what if we stay? Business as normal?
If you stay, it's business as normal, including perhaps the occasional go and hunt down some renegades.
Right.
If you do leave the guild, we will not hold it against you, seeing that it was you that brought all the information to us, and without you, we would never have known about the almost looming doom that is being prepared by Lady Juliet.
And what does Lord Silverfang think of all this?
He's talking to
We're
you.
talking to him right now, right?
Wait,
Yeah.
I thought we were talking.
No, you're talking to him. The others, the general and the grandmaster, they are on the table. They look quite serious, but they keep their mouth shut.
Okay. That's more what I wanted to know with like anyone else in the room, but for some reason we were talking with what's his name? Not the. Anyways, continue.
Excuse me. What was your
Well,
question?
if there's like a silence, Oak will just shrug and say it. I was sent for the guild. I'm here for the guild.
I signed up for this. Signed up for a steady, reliable source of work. If that stays the same, I'm staying.
If everyone else is staying, I won't go anywhere.
He nods to
Milo
that.
turns to his compatriots and just says, "Now, hold on. Before we make a hasty decision, shouldn't we think about this at least a little?"
I go where my companions go.
You have time till noon.
Not saying for sure that we should just leave, but at the same time, if we end up going our own way, there might be more we can do than as a guild member do.
But we're way too deep in this, Milo. They know who we are. They know our faces. You and I both have been imprisoned by them.
Yeah, but the guild, as he's already stated, would hold no ill will. It doesn't matter if they know us, and then the enemies.
We can discuss this later. Alright? We'll discuss this later. No final decisions.
Good. You've got about 3 hours to make your decisions and report
Very
them.
well. I do suppose that this wasn't the only reason that the entire upper staff has been called here, right? Just look about the room. It's fucking... Pretty much everyone's here,
no,
right?
I mean, it's the general and the head teacher of the entire academy and Lord Silverfang, and then you guys. So nobody else besides
I thought it
you.
was like a huge council room.
It is a
with
council
tons of
room,
people
but it's
gathering.
currently fairly empty.
Oh, okay.
Besides the
Never mind.
5 of you and
Ignore that then.
yeah. About
Right.
your request, Mr. Silver, you remember what you requested about the certain elf and Goliath?
I was going to ask about that. What was going to be done about it?
Yeah, you did, out of character, you did say you were reporting them as...
Oh yeah. I completely just reported them as a bunch of fuckers that just left us behind
Yeah.
and deserted the guild.
So
Also, with more of their disruptive behavior before that.
the one problem I want you to think about is that even if the contract is being released, I will not send guild members against guild members per se. There might be still steady work even for an former group of the guild that is tied to the guild but not part of the guild.
That's alright.
2 hours, 58 minutes.
We'll see you before that, I think. Unless there's anything else.
He looks down at his world that gets more and more flags being placed frantically everywhere.
I'm gonna take a deep bow and start leaving.
Uh-huh.
I'm
Okay.
gonna be heading to my room and hope the others follow.
I mean, Milo does.
Make a faint bow and follow Faldro.
They nod back to you guys while you leave. It's not that far now that you know where this room is to your rooms in the castle. You do reach Feldrol's room. I guess
Should
all
we
of you.
stop there? Since we have probably Tokons should be here in person.
That's what I was just going for. Like, you
Yeah.
have 1 week to
My room.
discuss this.
Yep.
Do you want to go independent and still work for the guild, or be a member of the guild but not really be sent against guild members? Gosh, that's hard.
We just go where everyone goes.
Yeah, you're the foolish brothers.
I'm more of the loyal one that has nowhere else to go than his companions.
Think about it, discuss it a bit if you want over Skype or, you know, wherever you want to meet, and
Well, the only person I can contact out of here is the DM and Milo.
we could open up a forum post. Should we leave or stay?
Yeah, forum is the best probably.
Use the forum post.
We use the forums. I'm gonna open up something for you guys and then you can put it in. Have a shorter, brief discussion about that. Because that will influence, I think, rather greatly on what the future will hold for you.
I'd say for now, let's keep that forum post mostly just completely out of character, just to make it easy.
Yeah, definitely. It's
Ease
kind of like,
discussions.
you just talk about what you guys
Yeah.
want and what...
Yeah, I kind of, at least out of character, that it's pretty much guaranteed the Doctor will stay with the guild. You'd have to give him a real good reason to leave, but it's the family circumstance and why he's here. So, yeah.
Right, with that, we adjourn the meeting
Very
till
well.
next week. Have a good Sunday, sleep well, and I'll see you